easy. Oh, I haven't done Breaking Point fantasy team though. And yours
I haven't done my
missing
fantasy
something.
team either.
I've done like
Shit.
6 fantasy.
6?
Save for this. So yeah, you can join like multiple different leagues. You can't make your own though. That's the only.
No, you can't make your own. How come?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to also, the new shout out Breaking Point. New website looks dope.
Website actually. Party, well, into it or
Let's get it.
Alrighty, welcome everybody to the IGL podcast. It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Look, it's been a big year for everybody here. You know, we all been making moves, striving in life. How you guys been doing?
Oh, can't complain. Can't complain.
Man's married man now.
Getting to that point of year, man, where it's break time for me. So
I don't have my ring on. I was smashing some beef before, so I can't just do the old.
Actually, that's right. You both are married men now.
Yeah, sorry, I was smashing the beef before. Sorry, wife. Anyway, what have you been up to, man? What's going on?
Not much, man.
Mr. and Mrs. Garcia, it's crazy.
Been very, very busy at work, and especially with this heat, it's not been fun. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, sorry if you guys hear the fan in the meantime. Australia. Blowing on my PC, not blowing on me. My PC is way more important than I am. So,
Yep.
Cookie, how you been, brother?
I've been good. I've been hitting the driving range a bit, kind of getting into golf, trying to get out and do some stuff on weekends rather than kind of stick inside, do nothing. So
You gotta say, this motherfucker's looking good. Is it just me, Reap, or is he starting to look? He's got some tone to him, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's looking fitter than I've ever seen him.
That's a sexy man.
that's
right
just because you can only see from my shoulders.
Yeah,
up.
true. The shoulders looking good. The shoulders looking hella good. I should have got my collars on.
Mate.
Bro, look at you motherfuckers with your collars, bro.
I'm wearing my old soccer jersey.
I'm wearing just an old shirt. I was like, yellow, perfect.
I'm in a business suit for 10 hours a day, so I was like, I'm just getting dressed before coming home and getting out of the fucking business suit. So
yeah, true. Busy man, this guy. Anyway,
me.
Come on, you
asked us.
Well, I did. Everything changed for me this year. It's like job changed.
Actually, I think that's another thing. You boys who got married, we've all got different jobs than when we did it last time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think because you were the first one to change, and you changed not long after the CDL season finished.
That's correct.
And then me and Benny did it about not very long apart ourselves.
So.
Yeah, not long after me.
We're all a bunch of unhappy cunts. Changing jobs. No, it's good. What they say, change jobs like a vacation or something like that. I think that's how the saying goes. You know, it's nice to have something different. It's nice to tackle some new challenges. We'll talk about tackling some new challenges. New CDL season, boys. Hey, come on, that's smooth. We're back. We're fucking back. Yeah.
Transition.
I can't wait. I'm actually really keen to sink my teeth into this now. Do you want to quickly go over the rosters?
Yeah,
let's do it.
All right, no worries at all. So I put the stream up full screen. So we're watching what's going on. Now, so scroll right up to the top. We'll start at the top. Bad start actually. LAG, what do you guys think of this roster?
So who we've got?
We got Assault, Diamond Con, Estriel, and Fame.
They had a good team. I would say they had a decently good team, but then they did a 360, and I don't think this team's going to go very well this year.
Bottom dwellers on this, bro. Look,
I even think maybe dead last this year.
Hard to say.
They've got pop-off potential. Fame showed last year he has some gunny to him. Like,
yeah,
I thought Fame was one of the best players on the Rocker last year. Rocker?
For me though, changing a seam in that team as a sole leader. Assault, even though Assault has been a leader before and has won.
Diamond Con is a pretty good leader. He's pretty experienced.
Way up a sim and Diamondcon. I would pick a Seam any day of the week.
Yeah, and I mean, Gunless was in that rumored team there that we've seen for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if to fill everybody in, there was a rumored LAG roster before this one came out.
Well, there was a roster, and then they were scrimming as LAG, and then they got flipped for this team. They sacked the whole team, and they kept Diamondcon out of the whole team and sacked the other 3 players.
Look, honestly, I think worse rosters could have been made up. Honestly, I really do. I think worse rosters could have been made up.
I do like that they give it, like, Diamondcon has deserved a chance for the last 2 years. I thought he got done a little bit dirty on the subliners. Was it Cold War team when he was in it for the first part because there was visa issues or something.
Yeah,
he played a lot of early Cold War, and I thought he was phenomenal on the subliners. I thought he was one of their best players.
100%.
And I've thought he's deserved a chance for a long, long time. So I'm stoked to see him back. I'm stoked to see Fame again because I was getting to the point at the end of last year where I was like, fuck, I don't think he's going to have a team. But I thought on the Rocket team, he was the most consistent while playing in a role that he wasn't. And then when he swapped over to the SMG, he had takeover potential, which he did against, like, that map on Mikado Hardpoint against, I believe it was FaZe. He absolutely fucking demolished him.
Yeah, look, Fame was a great pick. He was great towards the end of last year. I mean, we only seen most towards the end of last year. I think, honestly, the question is, Estriel is a humongous question mark on this team.
Yeah, I don't know him too much. My probably biggest downside about this one's Assault, actually. I don't think he did real well last year at all.
I've seen him in challenges.
Yeah,
he is a good he is a very good player in challenges. I just don't think he's ready for the step up. There's a lot of players that were in the CDL that never got picked that I think were better fit for the team.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I think
he's got a lot to prove.
There's he's out of all the rookies, he has the most to prove. Out of all the rookies that have come up, he has the most to prove.
That's for sure.
I think even like guys like Purge, that we know barely anything about, have less to prove than Estriel.
Is he? How would you describe him, Reeve? Is he aggressive, more of a passive sub? Like, is he more like a Vivid or more like a Scum?
He's going to be a hill rat.
Okay.
He's going to be one of those people that mostly stay in the hill if
so
they
like
play that way.
Mac.
Like a Ghosty sort of player.
Okay.
Well, I mean, SMGs will be dominant in the hill. Yeah. On a lot of the hills anyway.
If I see what's going to happen, I think they're going to let Fame run.
I hope
and
so.
Be that aggressive player. But we'll see. We'll see how they play.
But
I've watched one scrims of them. They absolutely got dominated.
Yeah, I reckon that looking at some of the teams that are like on the lower end, I'd say in the bottom 6 teams, I reckon they've got some of the highest ceiling possible.
They've got a high ceiling, but they've got a very low floor.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Assault was the right choice, bro. I keep looking at Assault every single time. Yeah. Bro.
Like, that's my weak link for it.
No disrespect, man. The man's a world champion, but that's it. The only thing he has to his name is one world championship, and everybody knows that World War II run was up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair,
you also look at the rest
of that didn't even get picked. You got Hixie that didn't even get picked. You got Nasty that never got picked, and I know they're more rookies and they don't have much experience as a leader. But you got Diamondcon as a leader, and I find that them two play skill wise are a lot better than Assault.
If Nasty's on this team, that's actually a really solid team in my opinion.
Yep.
But I don't think they kept Assault because they didn't have to worry about a buyout for him.
Yeah, I agree. And look, if he performs, he might. You never know. He could show up and perform. Like, I don't think he was the worst part of the LAG roster last year. I really don't. But like the other players are actually worth money, I would say. That's how they got away with that because LAG is struggling out here. They don't even have a coach, I don't think.
No. No. The funny thing about it is, Gorillas have done a 360, and they've got a coach, an analyst, and a strategic coach, I think, as well.
Yeah, really.
So they've got a full roster of coaches.
I'm not seeing anything underneath them.
They've got
Vioz as head coach, Cheek as analyst, and Arion as an assistant coach.
Yeah,
I don't know who any of those guys are though.
I think they pulled the whole coaching staff from the second, like the challenger side, to the main coach.
Okay, So Vioz was Rocker Academy's coach towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
But he predominantly was LAG Academy coach from November to March. Cheek was part of Florida Mutineers last year.
Yeah.
And Arion
challenges.
Yeah, Arion was part of LAG himself.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it was more behind the scenes. Like he was never really there, sort of thing for the LAG team.
He was analyst previously. Now he's assistant coach. Looking at this, I don't know how. Interesting fact: Arion and Cheek are twin brothers.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't know that. So,
I don't think there's much more to say about LAG. Unfortunately,
I think we've spent way too much time on them, to be honest. Bottom four. Let's talk about the GOAT squad, bro. Let's talk about the GOAT squad. Hold up a second. Let me go. Now we're ready, bro. Now we're ready. Okay. All right. Green Wolf for life, baby. We're back. I can't believe I'm back.
Look, I think on paper, really, really, really solid squad. I just think they need to find their rhythm. Shotzi said in his stream as well that he's taking the Karma position. So he's going to be a lot less aggressive and let Pred be the aggressor.
Okay.
So he's going to take a lot of the shit if the team does go not as well as everyone is used.
I feel like that's probably the better way for him to go. Pred's got that real roaming kind of SMG down pat, while Shotzi was very inconsistent with his playstyle, being the hyper aggressive one.
Yeah.
But Shotzi's also got the movement where if he does play that like hill rat or more objective based, he's got the movement to be able to keep himself alive a bit more.
Yeah, well, I think what they're going for is Pred's going to be the entry, like he's going to be the one that progresses a lot more. And Shotzi's just going to be making the routes, sitting in hill, making routes, doing all that sort of shit. Really, really, really solid squad, I believe.
Don't forget they were a little bit delayed with Pred having a little bit of visa issues in regards to kind of getting the team together for a bit.
Man, don't you hate having visa issues being in Dubai? And that sucks, bro. Watching EPL, bro. Rough out here, bro. Oi, free Pred. Free my man Pred, bro.
I'd absolutely hate being stuck watching the EPL. It'd be horrible.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Awful time.
Yeah.
But look, the question mark still stands, right? Kenny. You know, everybody knows. Everybody that's ever watched this fucking podcast knows that is my fucking GOAT, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is still the biggest question mark, and I cannot wait to see this team come out. I'm excited to see him go straight up against MISL. I'm really excited.
So, just a little heads up with Ken. I was watching the scrims and especially the tournaments that they played in as a team. Yep. He is literally the leader of the team.
Yeah, of course.
He's telling everyone. He's telling everyone exactly what to do. Dash is speaking up a lot more, but you can see that this team is Kenny's now. He's running the whole show.
But the thing is, like, you've got those three fucking like heavy slayers. You don't need another you don't need a main fucking flex in quotation marks that needs to slay. You need to just have someone that kind of keeps everybody in check.
In check is a great term, because I was watching. I think it was like Tactical Rab and the guy from the Stocksman. I'm sorry, I don't know. Stockman.
Stocksman is his name, I think.
Is it? Alright, anyway, they have a pod now. It was actually really, really good.
Yes, the Breaking Point podcast, I think.
It's something else. It's called Dope Check. But anyway, they were saying that they're looking at, when you look at Draza versus Kenny, right? Like, Kenny is like way less frantic in that position. He's going to be able to keep everybody calm as fuck. That's what his job was on LAT, and that's what his job was here. You got him and Pred being absolute motor mouths, you know what I mean? They talk so much. The comms are going to be absolutely flowing in this team, and honestly, I think these guys are from what you see and from what I've seen in the couple of tournaments I watched, they just get along really well.
Yeah.
So for a vibe heavy team like Texas has been, I think it's going to work out really well. And I think Kenny can bring some structure.
I think the biggest comparison for me is if you look at this team and then you look at last year's team with Ghosty as an example. Like even last year when they had Hook and even Scump at a point in time, I think with at the very least Ghosty as their kind of focal point for like leader of the team, because that's what he was when he was in the team last year. He more tried to act as they were chess pieces is probably my best way to describe it. Whereas Kenny isn't necessarily acting as a chess master or game master, whatever the fuck they're called, a player. He's more acting as like a captain that you'd find in like a football team or anything like that, where it's like do as I do as well as what I say, rather than just do as I say.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, it's weird because I don't feel like we need to cover this anymore. This team is easily going to be top 4 this year, especially when they start going. Look, I don't expect the best start from them just because of the lack of practice. I'm happy to just take a step back, but I think after Major 1, if they're not already firing, they're going to be. We're going to see a lot of Texas versus Atlanta this year.
Optic versus phase.
Classic.
I think they'll do very different to what the Optic teams have done in the past few years, where they've started strong and then fallen off. I think they'll start that a little bit weaker and then really come into it. Or because every team Pred and Kenny have been in, they've done that. You look at the Surge team, you look at LAT's team. They were always that little bit slower starters, and then they just hit a switch that like Major 2, Major 3, and they'd be fucking not necessarily dominating, but competitive in every fucking game.
Oh,
even behind the scenes, I think Karma wants to prove everyone wrong as well. I think he wants to get rid of the stigma of being the scapegoat and show people that he is a world champ and he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I think Karma wants another ring, bro. He just knows he doesn't want to do it on the sticks. Honestly, I think that's the way to look at it. Like, Karma definitely wants another ring.
But he's also got that same vibey aspect to him as well. He fits in the dynamic, same as JP. Like I've seen all the interviews with JP and all that, and he's the same. He's that vibey feel as well. And it takes a lot of like. Don't get me wrong, JP did phenomenal as the coach last year.
Dude, he turned it around. Yeah.
When like he was an analyst, I don't think he's actually ever really played at a high level, but he was able to come and coach Optic the way he did and get them to still perform.
Yeah.
And I think having both JP and Karma with that little bit more vibey nature, which is like, don't get me wrong, Rambo's a fantastic coach, but you look at any sport or anything like that, certain coaches work with certain players. Not every player will work under every coach.
100%.
And for me, I think we'll speak about Seattle a little bit later, but I think the players he's got in that team suit his style more, where the players in this team, I think, suit Karma's style a little bit more.
Yeah, honestly, I think Karma. I forget, my mind dropped, but like, you can't not listen to Karma. That's the thing. You can't not listen to the guy. He's a 3-time world champion. Every time he touches the sticks, it's magic. Every time you watch him play, even as an old man with 3 children, he's still a GOAT. Like,
and that's the other thing. Like you look at like Pratt and Shotzi, they've both said they grew up watching the Optic Dynasty, so they've got that huge amount of respect for him as well. Kenny and Dashi have played against him and with him on certain occasions, so they know and respect him as well. So, as a cohesive unit, they're one of the best.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think there's much more to be said about this team. Look, just looking at it, it's such a stacked line. Every time you look at it, you're like, how did these 4 players... That's the thing about this year, man. You keep looking at these rosters, you're like, how did these 4 players land on the same team? And honestly, it's top 2 for me. This team's going to be top 2, for sure.
Yeah.
Once they get rolling, I reckon top 3. But once they get rolling,
they'll be like them fucking boulders in Crash Bandicoot. When they start, they don't stop.
Just people trying to outrun them. All right, well, let's talk about my dark horse team of the year. Look, LA Thieves. This roster, when it was made, I wasn't really that excited. The more I've seen them all play, the more I'm excited to watch this team this year. I genuinely think this could be one of the shocker teams of the year.
They are dirty. I've seen them in the scrims, and they are dirty. Joe deceives. Watch out for him this year.
He's a monster, bro. He's a monster. That guy.
He is
He
dominating.
was one of my unsure as I was in this season.
He was dominating in most scrims. Like, I mean, he was dropping 30s in a lot of the scrims I was watching.
Because my worry with this team was that because Ghost is so control tower like, and then when we saw Joe in LAG last year, he was that free flowing, go do what he wants and just slay. I was worried under Ghosty he was going to get contained too much and kind of put on a leash, but it sounds like he's not been, which is good.
Honestly, I think Ghosty doesn't have to do what he had to do last year anymore. I think he's going to be more of a free flowing. Oh, I think honestly, we don't even need to talk about Afro. We know he's a gun, right? The question mark here is Cam.
Yes. Well, I'll say something for you, boys. Ghosty isn't like what you said, Cookie. He isn't doing what he did on Texas.
Okay, that's good.
He is a lot more reserved in dominate, like telling everyone what to do in the scrims. He's still doing the chest play pieces still, but not as bad. I think Cammy, what they've done in this team, I reckon Cammy is more controlling the hard, like the objective OBJ a little bit more, like, and Ghosty is doing more of the search and destroy, and it's working for them really well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Look, this SMG. The thing is about these last two teams, especially, like everyone's talking about SMG lineups, bro. It feels like SMG lineup of Optic and also Thief, bro. Nuts. Jodeci and Afro, two of the best and most underrated SMGs of the last couple of years. You know?
Yeah. They're very, very, very how to say it? High, like both SMGs. Like you could put LAT in the top 4 SMG combos ceiling wise.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think you could also put them in the top 4 for the fucking bottom as well. Like there's difference between their ceiling and their floor is huge because we have seen Afro, we have seen Joe go double negative in games and just get absolutely played off the map.
Yeah, fair.
And look, I just have a lot of faith in the coaching staff at LA Thieves. I have a lot of faith in Mud Dog, Shane, and JCap. I really. These guys know how to put together a roster. I don't think anyone else could have made that Vanguard team work.
Yep.
And like they were struggling again last year, right? And they still managed to pull out a championship. A chip. You know. So I just don't think anyone can make it work. I just think the coaches over there are just like some of the best. They can make this work, and I reckon I wouldn't be surprised if I seen LA Thieves taking a chip this year.
Yep, I believe they will.
Look, I think it's going to come down to Cammy, man.
It'll be early season, but I reckon they will take a chip.
All right, man. Well, let's move on to the Legion now. This roster is. Look, it is it's very interesting. I don't know how to put it otherwise without being absolutely devastating. Because these guys are like, I like to remind the audience, these guys would all shit on me. All right, they would tear my ass up. Right, I'd be on 6 ping, they'd be on 240, and they'd still tear me. You know. But looking at the first two players, I am all in. I love Attach. Attach is a world champion. One of the best players to ever do it, in my opinion, man. He's been on some really bad teams lately, in my opinion.
But still able to be consistent 100%. As well in every game.
On some octane shit, right? Nero, one of the best SMGs of late. He puts up numbers. That guy is really good.
Underrated.
Yeah, underrated for sure. That's why he's on the Legion, though. You know what I mean? These are underrated players. My questions come in with Purge and Standy here. Now,
I actually reckon Nero's Standy is actually a pretty solid fucking SMG combo.
Yeah, I just don't. What happens on land, bro? What happens on land? We know Standy crumble on land. Reaper, you look like you want to say something, bro.
I think these guys are going to be dark horse. I honestly think these guys are going to go off.
I've not seen much of Purge.
You know, I reckon they'll be in. They just missed out on the top 8 this year. They'll comfortably be in the top 8 this year.
Comfortably.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to be sitting a couple above 8.
Well, 2 and 6.
Yep.
Okay, I'm interested to hear.
Why? Yeah, why
standings
Reaper?
for you.
Look at the floor. I'm going to make you big screen just because. Yeah, go.
With some of the other teams that are in the top 6 or top 8 sort of positions, the lower side of the top 8, I do believe that this team has the ceiling to be a lot better than some of the other teams that are in this top 8 rosters. I also think that the movement for Standy in this game is going to be up his alley because he is a very more also aggressive.
I've just seen who their coach is.
His movement is more aggressive, so I reckon the slide cancelling and the bit of snaking, which is GA'd, but I think
they will have the first fucking
two.
Oh no, but they have changed it in with the most recent update. They've changed snaking a little bit, where it's more so just the one because the second one's really, really slow.
I think it's the third movement. It jolts. But I reckon Standy and Nero will go off. My question mark is Purge, but with what I've seen in challenges, I think he's still going to do decent. And with Attach as a leader, I reckon they're going to be a dark horse.
Okay. My thought process behind this team was you take Purge out of this, right? You've got Attached Nero Standy. Nero Standy's your 2 SMGs, Attach is your main. You've got a flex position open. Who did they have on flex last year?
Temp.
Donnie Temp. You had Donnie Temp into that team?
Temp was offered the contract.
I know. I'm just thinking you have Attach and Donnie Temp on the ARs, Nero Standy on the SMGs.
That team
that's a filthy team.
Yeah.
My guess, because I'm pretty sure he's on a Challengers team with TJ. I think they must have wanted to stick together. Would be
TJ, Donnie, Proloot, and I forgot the fourth. But they're a dirty team.
I talk shit on TJ every year, but like exactly where
Spart is the other one. Spart.
But that's my take.
Look, I think that's a hot take. I'm gonna say that's a hot take. Spicy Reaper.
All right, I can see it. They've got some. The thing with this team is you look, especially say in comparison to the Thieves. Okay, Thieves might have a higher ceiling, but a lower floor. For me, the Legion looks more of a consistent team, which is different to what they were last year.
I'm just putting it out there. Look at the two teams that are above.
One above, one below.
One above and one below. Actually, more so below. Minnesota Rocker will go onto them, but I feel like, for example, they've got. If you match them up, I think they've got a better team than Minnesota Rocker, personally.
I can see that. I think if you go head to head, player to player, I think the only the only player in Rocker that beats down in Legion is Awakening over Purge.
Yeah. Head to head, I reckon. Attach. I know Accuracy's got the ice. But I think
so does Attach though.
I think Attach is a lot more consistent in the games that have been. I think like you said, he's just been dealt bad hands.
Look, I'm genuinely surprised that Accuracy is still in the league this year. Genuinely.
Yep.
Yeah. For me, the big thing with the Legion actually is their coaching staff. So they weirdly enough have a full coaching staff as well. They've got a head coach, an assistant coach, and an analyst. Now their head coach is Theory, which everybody should know Theory.
Yep.
Their assistant coach is Phoenix, who was from Surge last year. Their analyst is JP Digits, who I'm not too sure about myself, because that's not the JP from Optic. I can see this gentleman was on Legion, and then Elevate before, so he's been on Legion for a while. So that doesn't bode well for him. But the fact that they've actually got a full coaching staff, one of them
started turning up at the end of the year, though.
They did, and for me, Theory has been on some very, very good teams previously. He's been the coach for Legion for a while. But he's played at the high level. He's played at top levels. He's been a part of some top teams. He knows what to do. But also he's got Phoenix under. I wouldn't necessarily say underneath him, but a part of the coaching staff with him. And on Surge, they won tournaments. They knew what to do. But then it's also not just. It's a little bit of a difference for him. So you've got Theory, who, no pun intended, the Theory side of things. But then you got Phoenix, who's that hype man as well. Like, he keeps great. Like, you look at the Surge team, they almost blew up last year. He was able to keep them together enough to perform the way they did at Worlds.
Yep.
Like, you think of who they beat at Worlds. They beat Thieves, they beat Optic. Like, they're not easy teams to beat at Worlds. And he still managed to keep that team together enough that they could pull that off.
Yeah.
So,
Benny's still around?
Coaching, I'm going to assume not because he's turned the camera off. But the coaching stuff for me is a big plus in comparison to the previous years for him. And I think with the consistency that both Attach, Nero, and Standy had last year, well, maybe less so Nero, but at the very least, Attach and Standy. Like Standy, when he came back into it on the Legion, he was Legion's most consistent player
100%.
outside maybe Donny Tam last year. So I think they will at the very least make Worlds for the first time this year, just due to being consistent throughout the year. So I don't think they will necessarily have any pop-off events, but I don't think they'll get very many events where they'll hit top 12.
They technically made Worlds the first year.
That's because every team made Worlds the first year, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Just had to put that in as a caveat.
Yeah. Okay.
Every team has made Worlds technically.
Not
Carolina.
Bad guy now.
And not Miami.
Anything else you want to add to Legion?
It is hot in Australia, and this team is garbage. Nah, so good. TJ's not on it, so I can't do that anymore. Okay, so, look,
TJ's not even in the league anymore.
Hey, what am I going to do here? I can't do my one joke every episode.
Someone else to shit on.
Anyway, look, Attach is a good piece. Nero's a good piece. I just question Standy's land. He's not a Landimal. He's a onliner for sure. Purge has to prove himself. Yeah. Not as much as what is his name? So I already forgot his name. Estriel. Yeah, but a lot of work to be done. Look, I hope they make top 8. I really do. I would love to see Legion make top 8.
And if they don't, at least put Worlds in Las Vegas for us, for fuck's sake, please.
All right, let's move on to Minnesota Rocket now. Another team where it's a lot of good pieces, but it's hard to see them putting it together for the year. Now, look, accuracy, accuracy is a goat. Awakening is. I actually don't know how he's not on a better team, to be honest. He is actually really good. Vivid is Vivid.
Vivid's the new age karma in the way where all the blame goes to him. Not in gun skill or anything like that, but I feel like he gets blamed for a lot of his old team's faults.
Yeah, at the same time, I think there's a shred of proof to it as well.
Yeah, but like that Dallas Empire team in Cold War, he got the majority of the blame for it, but I don't think he was to blame for it.
I don't think he was at all. I think he was one of the better pieces of that. I just think
I kind of contradict myself. Because now looking at that roster, I know that Awakening is good at kill whoring.
Yes,
that's all he is. He's a kill whore. Accuracy, yeah. Come on. Accuracy is the Iceman. Linz was a top 3 player in fucking CDL last year, in challenges last year, and Vivid does the work.
This is I think, in my opinion, this is like on the same level of Las Vegas Legion SMG lineup. It's not like Optic Texas or LA Thieves, right? But it's a decent one.
I honestly think Legion's a little bit better.
It's really hard. It's really hard to compete with these top teams, man. Really hard. Like, imagine being SMG in this league. I wouldn't want to be. Barely want to be an SMG in our fucking ranked games, man. Let alone this league.
Coach for him is Looney. Still, and then I don't know who this is. Their assistant coach is Alex.zip.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nope. He was a part of the coaching staff in Vanguard.
Yeah, no idea.
No.
Sorry.
So
Look,
not sure.
I'm excited to see Linz play. He's one of the rookies that I have faith in this year.
Yep.
Look with G2. Another thing to just talk about this roster is G2 now owns, or at least manages Minnesota Rocker. They
partnered,
yeah. I'm pretty sure they've taken over the Minnesota Rocker part of their division.
Yeah, so they've brought in a COO. Well, I mean, the CEO was technically there, but they've given them more kind of backing. They've got a vice president of marketing and creative, which doesn't do anything. They got an investor and a head of esports. The head of esports is Reppin,
Yep.
who has been a part of Minnesota for a while, but as a analyst. They've got a lot of structure behind them now, and they've got the structure of a esports organization that knows how to win and win big. Like G2 have won a lot of major tournaments in a lot of different games, so they know how to do it across different games. So it will be interesting.
I'm gonna jump in. This is a cash grab for me. I think they know the CDL is gonna be ending next year.
They want the buyout.
They want the Activision money that's gonna come through, and they want the spot for the after.
Yep.
That's in my opinion. That's all it is. And I'm sorry, I don't think they actually give a shit about the Rocker. Even though this org has done such a good job of building a team in Minnesota and doing that like local engagement that the CDL was supposedly made to do, but I think honestly, they could make some changes. They could really give a shit. I just don't. I think they're just gonna wait it out, bide their time, and then have a whatever the league is gonna be called next year's spot.
Yeah.
I think they'll start planning for the future, though. Is how I see it.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way to put it.
Hot take for me. Awakening Vivid don't make it past Major 2. I think by then they'll keep accuracy, they'll keep Linz, and they'll look again to other challenger players.
I think
hear me out. Because what they're doing, I reckon they'll build for the year after this year with the 3 rookies and then kind of an old head to guide them for this year. Then at the end of this year, accuracy goes and they get another gentleman in. I don't know who, but they'll get someone else.
I think accuracy will go straight to coach. Honestly, I think we said this last year, but I'm surprised he's not.
Yeah.
He could even go to coach his team next year.
Alrighty.
Look, I think that's enough about the Minnesota Rocker. What do you think? Bottom 4? Impact? Bottom 4?
Bottom 4. Borderline possibly last for me.
I think one of the most interesting teams and lineups, the Seattle Surge. Now, Reap, I might let you start. Look, some of your old boys are in this, mate. So you want to talk about them?
I think they all played. Not all of them, but Hook and Illy played together, and they were extremely played well off each other. I believe with the Modern Warfare 2. I think they played very well together. They suit each other's gameplay a lot more than what Hook suited in Texas. I think Arcides has a lot to prove now. Especially with his performance with the Gorillas. I think he was just faded last year. He had a shit roster. He didn't give a shit about the game. The movement, well, let's call quid a quid. The game was shit. So he just
let's call it what or what?
Quid a quid.
Interesting. No. Tell me more about this saying. I haven't heard this saying.
Isn't it a spade a spade? That's the saying I've heard. I've not heard that.
No, Reaper. Tell me more. Is it like the quid from like currency quid?
Yeah,
Currency.
like English.
Yeah, pommy.
Okay.
But
interesting.
No, we haven't delved enough into this yet.
No, I'm not delving because we've got a lot to go through, boys. I think Arcides got to prove himself. I think he's got to turn up and be a leader like he is, but he's also got that sort of assistant leadership in Illy. I think a Boozer is going to fit really well into this team.
Look, this is a perfect 3 AR meta team, bro. This is so perfect. This is what this
is going to be dangerous in the first couple of brackets. I think.
Yeah, these boys are my dark horse.
They,
My
this is gonna be
only
dangerous for them.
contradiction to you, Reap, is I don't think Arcides leads. I think Illy will lead. They'll let Arcides kind of go for gold in the way of just almost like a dashy style AR,
Well,
like old school Arcides.
You look at it again when Optic was what's it called? Huntsman.
Yep.
He was leader. Well, part leader. And he did well.
I mean, they had a few leaders back
Yeah,
then.
but he did well. He was one that was very vocal and he did actually really well.
Yeah.
I think with them two being leaders of this team, I reckon they'll let Hook play his style, which I don't think Hook could play his style last year, especially with Shotzi being in the team.
No, he definitely took the backseat.
I think they just let Abuza and Hook do what they do best. Abuza, best player in challenges last year by a landslide. And Hook, underrated for Optic. I think he did a lot of good shit, but he also got like absolutely grilled for the shit that he did wrong.
Like, do you think it was unwarranted though?
100%. When Shotzi did something wrong, he made the wrong play. When Hook did something wrong, you lost the fucking game.
Yeah, dude, that play just keeps echoing in my head though. That where he moves, the one on Hydro.
Yeah. But then think about it again. Optic would have been in the fucking one of the final teams if Shotzi didn't fucking perform like he did against LAT. He went 5 rounds aggressive as fuck at a hotel in search and destroy and got ripped every time he tried to make a play. He needed to slow it the fuck down and play as a team. He went for the plays and he got ripped, but no one fucking goes, "Oh, Shotzi lost the game." It's Hook.
Fair enough.
I think
I tend to agree. I think Hook copped a lot of unnecessary criticism last year for the entire team's fault.
I think Hook is a solid player. You just got to let him play his style. And with Illy there as a really slow peak, just gets the picks, I think will be do really well. Same with Arcides. He's a more slower player. They'll get their picks. Abuza and Hook just do the work. I don't think there'll be a top 4 team. But I don't think there'll be a bottom 4 team. I reckon there'll be mid-pack. But yeah, we'll see.
Look, I'm interested.
Oh, sorry, Benny.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this team does, but go on, you're right.
I was just going to, like, the last little bit for that Hook conversation. I think, for me, don't get me wrong, he copped a lot of unwanted criticism, but there was some criticism that was fair. I thought big moments, he did do a lot wrong, but in contrast of it, if he started the map hot, he would take over that map and then completely dominate that map. It was more so in the big moments of the close games I think that's where a lot of the unwarranted.
Yeah and no. Like when he tries to go off, he does a 12-1.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like it's generally for me, if he starts the map hot and just completely takes over from the get go, is when he'll just control the map. But it's the close maps for me that he was.
What my whole point was, even that 12-1, I remember it because I'm a Optic fan. But a lot of the other teams, like a lot of other people go, "Oh, we don't ever remember him doing 12-1."
Yeah,
like he's copped that much shit that no one remembers the good that he's done for the team.
I remember the map. I just can't remember what the map was called.
Ellis Elo.
That's it. Maybe it's just I'm trying to forget Modern Warfare 2.
Ellis Elo, and he went fucking off.
Try and try.
It was game 5 too.
And to be fair, he pops off against the big teams. Like he popped off against FaZe, where Optic were struggling in LAN against FaZe, and he was popping off.
Yeah.
So,
but for me, I think this Surge team's the 5th best team, in my opinion.
What about you, Benny?
Yeah, look, I think they're definitely mid-pack, higher mid-pack too, but I don't think they're better than the LA team, and I think we'll find that out by the end of it. Look, I think this team might come out hot. I just think there might be some issues with the team. Look, Rambo will keep him under wraps, but I could be wrong. There's so many question marks. There's so many questions about this team, in my opinion, bro. Will Arcides perform? Is Illy's hand actually fixed? will Abuza step up to the role that he's not actually made for? You know what I mean? Like he's an AI. He's a main AI at the end of the day. You know, like Hook is a big question mark. We've seen him perform well last year, but we also seen him perform not so well last year. And I think honestly we've covered all of that, but I think it comes down to the two: like is Arcee's going to perform, and is Illy's injury gonna hassle him?
Yeah.
And look, from what I've heard, it's not fully healed. So
Yep, I've heard the same.
So I guess look, time will tell. This team could come out hot, and I think definitely they'll be breathing down Optic's neck. They want revenge.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, we spent enough time. Let's move on to the Boston Breach.
All I'll say about Surge is I think they'll beat the teams that are about the same and worse than them, but they'll struggle against the teams better than them.
That's actually. Look, let's look at this new line Boston Breach. Now, this here is a team that I really like the look of, actually. I think on paper it's a really good team, but I can see the shortfallings already. You know, there's a reason, in my opinion, NYSL dropped Priester last year. I love Priester. Look, LA Thieves. I mean, 100 Thieves couldn't have done it without him in Black Ops 4, but. Look, I think Priest had one of those years where he was just the GOAT, and now we're moving into a bit of a fast-paced game. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up. Slasher, look, he's a good player. We all have our issues with Slasher. But, look,
Need to buy a new house.
I just don't think he's as good as he used to be.
No.
But this, I'm excited for this SMG duo, actually. I'm really excited, because I think Capsule is a super underrated player. Snoopy was absolutely showing some promise at the end of last year. What do you guys think?
I'll let you go, Cook, because I'm a bit controversial.
If that's the case, you might actually have the same opinion as me. Is I think these boys are going to struggle.
Yep.
My thought process behind it is you look at the top and even the teams that are about mid-table. The one thing they'll have over this team is their ARs. They don't have a lot of slaying in the ARs, and even in their SMGs, they've got inconsistency. Like, I can definitely see these boys getting 100-point clubbed in hard points if Cap doesn't show up for me. Like with
I
Cap,
just don't see the aggression there.
Oh, Cap's aggressive, but that's his downfall. I think he's going to be aggressive, but have no backup.
With the scrims I've seen at Boston, I just don't see the aggression. I just see them being late to points, late to rotate, not finding the right routes. It will come with time, but at the moment, I'm putting them like 8th, scraping the bottom of the top 8.
Yeah, I just don't see that on a Litigoat team, man. Fundamentals seem like a team, like the team's bread and butter, honestly, man.
Snoopy didn't have enough time. I don't think Snoopy had enough time to prove himself last year because he came in Major 5, I think.
Yeah, but he came in hard. He came in fire.
Was it? No, didn't he just come in for Worlds? That was it?
No, I think he came Major 5, I think.
Worlds, yeah, maybe.
And then Worlds.
Look, it would have only been Major 5 LAN then, because he didn't play the online qualifiers.
No, I think it was LAN, because I remember them doing, just before the LAN started, they did a roster change.
Okay.
And then he jumped in. I don't think he had enough time to show what he had. What I've heard from Sensor, because Sensor's brought a lot of good plays into the league, like with his team.
Yeah, like man may have not made it in CDO, but he's made a lot of people make it in the CDO. You got to give him props for that.
He does pop off, but look, I mean, I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to have to find their rhythm, and it's going to take them a long time to find their rhythm. I don't think they're going to be a bottom 2 team, but I think they're not going to be in the mid pack. I think they're just going to be scraping top 8 if they make top 8.
Yeah, I think the way they win, like the best of 5s, wholly and solely come from 2-3-5. I can't see they're not going to be a hard point team.
No.
It's going to come down to search and what controls the third mode this year, I think, again.
Yeah.
It comes down to that. They're going to get in hard points slayed off the fucking map.
Well, put it this way, they've also played a very average team as well in their scrims, and they got munched. They absolutely got trashed on. We'll get to that team.
Who's coach for them? I don't actually know.
We'll get to that team, and I actually think that team is highly underrated.
Coach is still Zed. Josh is assistant coach still.
But anyway, I think that's all I'm going to touch on them because I
Yeah,
don't
right.
have much to
Let's
say.
get moving then. Let's get moving. Look, this is actually a fun thing to talk about now. The arch nemesis,
back to back.
The arch nemesis of the whole entire league. We got four of some of the greatest players to ever touch this. Man, this team.
At least they actually got a villain this year.
Yeah, this team
Draza.
is. This team is all red for a reason. These kids are all demons, bro. Now, do we even need to talk about these guys that much, man? Seriously,
They got to come out swinging and not stop swinging.
Top 2, and I think potentially champions.
Mate, there's a famous Drake lyric, and it's definitely about Atlanta FaZe. He's top 2, and I'm not 2, bro. Okay, fucking goddamn.
Look, they did the smartest thing by putting Draza in that team because Draza has a faster paced gameplay than Slasher does.
I hate that he's in this. Bro. One of my favorite players.
I know, but I think that they're going to absolutely dominate this shit.
And he's got the villainous aura. Like, I mean that in the biggest compliment possible. He's a rat. He loves being a rat, and he's fucking good at it.
Mate, he's gonna be holding his new kid in his arms, his little baby, saying he got 3-0'd when it mattered. You dog shit, fuck, bro.
He's gonna teach that baby to be snaking by 6 months old.
Cell's just got all the freedom in the world to do whatever the fuck he wants now. You got Simp and Abeezy as like the greatest duo of all time.
Easily the best sub duo. Easily the best sub. No, dude, easily the best sub duo of all time, bro. Okay.
Yeah, Red didn't say sub duo. He just said duo.
I did say sub duo, didn't I?
No. You just said best duo of all time. That's what I was
like. Name a better duo. I'll wait.
Sub duo.
Sub duo. Definitely.
You got Scump and Full.
Name a better duo. I'll wait.
Scump and Full.
Do they have 2 rings? Because I don't think they do.
They
were amazing, fantastic to watch, and they have a lot of chips. But these guys have been together for 5 years now, man.
Yeah,
there's a reason.
I reckon once they retire, yes, they will be the greatest duo, of all time. But at this current stage, I reckon they're top 3.
I don't know.
Top 2.
Yeah, top 2. I'd say top 2.
Hey, if they're not in champs, if they're not in the champs final this year, they have under.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's much to go on. I reckon they're just going to dominate the whole year.
The only thing I can say about this team is I am nervous about their comms.
Yeah,
they got the most frantic comms in the league, and look, Draza does not have the best comms. He has good comms, but they're still frantic.
Give credit when credit's due. He's been fucking grinding his ass
off. Oh yeah, I don't know. The skill is nothing, bro. Yeah, he won BPL.
BPL fucking leader by a landslide because he played 72 games. He
Look,
played 72 games, and the guy below him, I think, played 40.
You're asking me to not give it to Draza. You know I love the kid. He's fucking phenomenal. I've been saying this kid is phenomenal. Hey, me and Cookie have been saying this kid is one of the best players in the league since he started in the first game in Modern Warfare.
OGLA.
Bro, the second we seen him, we're like, this kid is amazing.
OGLA, we were like, this kid needs to be signed. And then when he went to fucking Thieves and was a sub for Cold War, we were like, what the fuck?
We were pissed.
This team's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Because this is their coaching staff as well, right? They've got essentially the same. I think the only one that's different is the analyst. So they've got Crowder, head coach. RJ, I don't think they had last year. I think he's new for them. And then they got Tupac as their analyst / S&D coach. They don't have Easy Mac this year as their analyst, which everybody knows how good Easy Mac is as an analyst. Everybody knows that. We all know that, and we got nothing. We've never been.
He's on Breaking Point, bro. He literally runs the biggest analyst website in the CDL. You know, like
So they have lost a little bit. Don't get me wrong, Tupac, fucking phenomenal. Especially as an S&D coach. Analyst, not too sure about. Haven't really seen him in
S&D analyst though, like.
Yeah. So, and knowing the players on this team, they're S&D. I don't think they'll lose very many game 5s.
No, they're going to be.
If you go to game 5 with FaZe, you're fucked.
They're going to be number. They're going to be number 1 in the leader.
Yeah, for me, Hardpoint would be an interesting one for me because they.
I don't think so. I think they're going to dominate. I've seen their scrims on Hardpoint. And holy shit,
We're trying to poke
they've
holes where
had-
holes don't exist.
they've,
No, I was just gonna. Thought it'd be
they've
interesting because
100-point
they
clubs.
did struggle a little bit last
they've
year.
100-point, yeah, they've 100-point club teams that you would be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're very very good this year, and I'm
Yeah.
very scared. I'm very scared for
I'm
Optic.
very
as a massive
scared.
Optic-
I'm very
as a
scared,
massive-
bro. I'm
As a
very
massive
scared.
Optic fan, I'm very scared for them to be matching up with them all the time.
Look,
Yeah.
they're a scary team, bro. You look at another 4-stack of fucking like so many 4-stacks of
They're
demons.
gonna be paying the bag if they do well.
If
to
we're
keep
gonna
them
go
together
about
for a while.
4-stack of demons, then subliners, former champions, have also got a 4-stack of demons. But
There's a big butt there. There's a big butt for me.
it's how well do you boys know cogs and a cog system? You
Yeah.
get perfectly good working cogs together, but then you put a cog that is not used to that system into that system, and it can throw the cogs all out of whack. And that's what I feel like they've done with this one. They've tried to upgrade the cogs from Priest to Sib. Yeah, more firepower, but I think it's broken. I think it will break the dynamic of the team.
Dude, I think everybody's underrating Sim for some reason. Like we haven't seen him go.
no, don't get
He's
me
a
wrong.
destroyer.
My thing is Priester did the dirty work. He was the one that did the dirty work for him.
The Bulldog's going in now.
Yeah, that makes him lose so much firepower though.
The Hydra! Are you kidding me, bro? Are you literally like...
Dude, the reason they won Worlds last year was not because of Hydra.
Yeah, but like...
Kismet in the grand final.
Yeah, but Hydra, bro.
I'm dropping a bomb. I don't think they get past top 5.
Nah, you're capping, bro. You can't.
They'll be top 4, but I think they'll be at the bottom of the top 4.
I also don't think they're gonna be top 4. I think that
Well,
these guys
you said they would never make top 5.
I think no, they'll be top 5, but they'll be 5th. I don't think they're going to be anywhere above 5th place. I think they're going to struggle.
Who do you have 4th?
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay,
I've got some very big controversies when we go through this.
Look, I don't think there's much to say, honestly. Like, it's been
Sounds
one
like
change.
we're gonna have to do 3 separate tier lists.
You boys will win the argument because it's 2 against 1. But
that's why I'm saying we're gonna do 3. I want to know what your tier list is, so I'm saying we're gonna do 3 separate ones to know.
Dude, I honestly, I think you take a world championship winning roster, you add something that's even better. Look, if they don't perform straight away, this team, will get there by the end.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Toronto Ultra, another team with an absolute superstar SMG lineup. And look, we didn't mention it enough for the New York subliners. Their SMG lineup is...
best SMG lineup in
Talking about upgrading, right?
I think Hydra Kismet's better.
Dude, is it just me?
Currently
it might just be me, right? But I feel everybody's sleeping on Toronto, bro. They're like, yeah, phase optic, bro. This team looks absolutely lethal, bro. Lethal.
Yeah.
Another 4 demons in a row, bro.
Yeah.
Scrap is hungry. Inside is amazing. Kleenex and Envoy is possibly, if not top 2, top 3 SMG. They're absolutely up. The SMG lineup here is easily like Simp and Abeezy fucking level of good. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I will sing Envoy's fucking praises to the high heavens, bro. They upgraded so much. Look, Hixie was great, but Envoy is greater.
Envoy is not my worry in this one.
Yeah. Who's your worry?
Kleenex is my worry. He's good at the the quick to kill games. Be interested to see what he's like in that little bit longer TTK.
Look, I just don't. I just see Kleenex being amazing. He's been amazing the last 2 years. I don't think anything's going to change. Insight is like been an absolute superstar since he entered the league. Scrap as well. I guess it's easy to say he's been a superstar since he. Got a really long neck though. Everyone keeps calling him a long. He does have.
But you may as well just call him Giraffe.
But I'm sure he would clap my ass about saying.
Oh yeah.
In game, yes.
No, he clapped my ass in real life, bro. He's got a long neck, bro. He's got a long arm.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see as well the whole him versus Draza, him versus Clay, him versus fucking the league.
Yeah, him versus the league. Yeah, it's
Scrap versus the league. It's literally Scrap versus the league.
honestly, if there's a player that could join FaZe as a villain, Scrap would be top of the fucking pile.
Oh,
I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to for sure.
He suits just that villain, right? He's so good at it. Man learnt Spanish to curse at someone in Spanish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty. Like, this Toronto. It's funny. We haven't had to spend as much time talking about the good teams as we have about the bad teams. That's so funny.
That's because the good teams we all know about.
Not
A lot of them are
not a lot to
good.
say.
Yeah, and a
lot
lot
to
of them
say, man.
haven't changed much from last year. Like Optic was the only one that's done a big change because they've changed majority of their players.
Yeah.
Coaching staff for Toronto. Strategic coach Flux, assistant coach Joe. That's really all they've got coach wise, which is interesting actually.
Look,
They've got more content creators than players apparently.
Which is, look, I just don't think you need. This team is so stacked. Every time I look at the lineup,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they go this year.
I don't know. I think the coach not having coaches might kind of, I wouldn't say plateau, but reduce the kind of the arch for them on progression throughout the year in comparison to teams with dedicated coaches for it. Like I think they'll start hot, they'll stay hot, but I think towards the end of the year, again, plateau is probably not the right word because they're not going to flatten out, but it's not going to be as big of an arch. It'll be less of an arch, in my opinion.
I don't know. I honestly don't think they're going to struggle at all this year.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be.
No, like they're not going to struggle. They're going to get top 3, top 4 every tournament, in my opinion. I think towards the end of the year there'll be a little bit of a gap between them and say that FaZe and Optic because of the coach situation behind them.
Don't get me wrong. I think Hixie was very underrated for this team, but you've also got fucking Envoy there now.
Yeah,
They've gone a lot higher with that fucking that subby.
For me, it's the teams are going to find out how they play, and then they're not going to adapt as quick. That's what having a good coaching system behind them would do. Because don't get me wrong, Gunny, they probably knock every team out of the park Gunny wise, but it's going to be the way adapting to teams, strats, and all that sort of stuff for them. I think towards the end of the year, you'll see him lose more game 5s than the beginning of the year. Is more so how I see it, because they don't have that strong coaching system behind them in comparison to like Optic, FaZe, New York sort of thing.
Somebody click that, send that to Scrappy. Anyway, move that to Carolina. Moving on to Carolina, okay? Look, this is another one of my personal underdog picks. This is a team of Clayster, RX, and 2 absolute fucking demon rookies.
Yeah, I really like this team.
I wish the Royal Ravens would pay some of their fucking coaches and players that they owe money to. Just want to say that off rip. I just throw that in straight away. But this team looks fucking great.
Yeah.
Claystar is, how many rings is 3 rings?
3 rings.
This team is.
So they've done our man God RX dirty. Man was in the league in Modern Warfare 2019, and they still don't have a mugshot for him.
Mate, I've seen him scrim, and they verse some good teams and some average teams. They're good.
Yeah, I feel like
they play good.
This is a top mid-pack team.
They play well.
100%.
They play very well.
It's definitely a top mid-pack team, bro.
I put them above a lot of teams that you guys would be like, oh really? I put them above a lot of teams.
I'd probably have them sitting about 6, 7.
I've seen them play the mid-pack teams, and they've won majority of their scripts.
Hey, Cookie, pull up the coaching staff for this team. But look, God RX has been a top challenger player.
Coaching staff's where I'm not liking this team.
The God RX has been He's won the last 2 CDL challenges. He's been on the team that's won the last 2 CDL challenges.
He's a sleeper, bro. He's a sleeper. No one's giving him as much credit as what he fucking is. Credit is due. Like he's a dominant player.
And if snipers don't get GA, you better watch out for this motherfucker on sniper.
They're fucking GA, bro.
Gwyn got one match or 2 matches to play in the subliners team last year. Surge team, and he was the best player in the team.
Oh, dude, I would have loved to see him and Predators and SMG combo.
The fact they hold on to Mac for so long, bro.
Oh no. don't get me wrong,
That was
love
hurting
Mac,
them.
but
That
fuck
was
Gwen and
nah.
Predator,
That was hurting me. They were holding on to Mac, and this guy was a lot better as an SMG last year.
Oh,
And look, the two names I think I've heard the most out of, apart from like the God RX,
like proper amateurs.
Win and Real. I've just heard these guys' names so much last year. It means they've impacted the league in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, 100%. They're very dominant
Ravens
players.
would have had to do a very good deal on Real for him not to go to Heretics.
Yeah,
Because there was talk of him going to Heretics, and somehow Ravens pulled him.
Yep.
So that's a huge coup. And honestly, I don't know how to describe it, not best buy, but best steal in the off season, in my opinion, for it. Like Envoy going to Ultra, best player to player upgrade, but Envoy probably wasn't really going to go to any other team, but maybe Optic.
Yeah.
But for Ravens to literally steal Real from Heretics is huge for him. That's signing of the offseason in a different sort of aspect of Envoy for me.
This team's going to be nasty. I'm excited to see the Ravens play. I'm excited to see him do well. I'm excited to see Clay get some fucking dubs under his belt, man.
Yeah.
That'll be even better. So, and quickly, I just want to, because we're going to jump on to Heretics now, but
Ravens coaching staff
yeah,
is just Brian Saint.
Oh, real?
Yeah, that's why it pains me, because
I mean,
they've
yeah,
got no analyst. My big thing, the no analyst, and in my opinion, I don't know how Brian Saint still has a job.
Yeah.
He's never really been on a successful team. I think there's better coaches they could have got anyway.
Moving to España.
Yes.
Now, quickly, Cookie, can you just look up this roster online for me, bro? Because for some reason, I don't feel like this is the actual roster.
I'm pretty sure it is. Journey, Lucky, Medals, Vickle.
Okay.
Yeah, they locked it in.
Eric Boom is sub.
Oh, Boom is a sub. I thought Boom was on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, he's the sub.
My bad. All right.
España is not going to go good.
Yeah.
No, their coach is Noel, who's also Spanish, and Methods.
Look,
Spanish Methods.
The thing is, we've seen this team do well before.
España is one of the most controversial teams.
100%.
Also, isn't it a bit different in the Black Ops 4 team, though?
They're one of the most controversial teams. I don't think a lot of them want to be versing him in scrims at the moment, because all the GA that they've had, they've been breaking a lot of them, so a lot of the teams just don't want to play them at the moment. So they're not getting a lot of scrim practice. They're in the scrim practice that I've seen. Well, I'll tell you straight up, I saw Carolina Royal Ravens versus Miami Heretics. Carolina Royal Ravens 100-point clubbed them in 2 maps, I believe. And they were dominant in majority of the games.
Yeah,
I think it was. I think out of the 10 games they played, I think it was 7-3.
I'm worried about the Heretics team because predominantly last year they played in EU challenges, which, don't get me wrong, isn't necessarily bad, but EU has a very different style of play of COD than what North America does. And I'm not saying that EU struggle against NA, but the only time they really kind of came over and versed NA teams was in challenges. What do they call it? Challenges Worlds or whatever the fuck it was. Where like the best teams from regions in challenges play each other at the end. That was really the only time they came across. If they were looking at doing this, which this was a fucking rumored thing middle of last year, if they were to do something like that, then well, already shown. I would have probably preferred them to kind of be more playing in NA rather than EU challenges last year.
Yep.
Is kind of my thought process behind them. But Benny, are you there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm listening.
They do have an interesting GM, though. I don't know if you know the gentleman's name, Reed, but Ogre 2.
Yes.
Benny Wood.
Rings a bell.
One of the most decorated Halo players.
Yeah, rings a bell.
I think he was also he was banned for like 6 months last year or something. Because
Benny follows the Halo a little bit more than I do, but that name for me even rings a bell.
He's one of the most famous Halo players of all time. But he got banned from the Halo scene for, I think it was like 3-4 months last year because of I think it was VPNing. I think it was in a tournament because he was getting like 120 ping or something like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, look, I don't think there's much more to say, but just to see what they can do. I think the fact that they're not in North American challenges might throw a couple teams off, and they're not going to play the standard way all the teams are in. So that's where I'm at with it. Let's get into this tier list, hey? I think we've already done half of it almost. So I had these two teams in this tier list still, so I had to put them in active.
Yep, that's fine.
So look, let's start with FaZe then, hey? Let's just go straight here. Do we even need to mess around with it? You know?
No.
Boston, what are we thinking?
I'll let you guys talk.
For me, it's C or D. In my honest
C
opinion.
or D?
Yeah, I really don't understand.
It's a C at least for me. Bro.
I think it's a C.
I'm happy with C.
Yeah.
Not helpful. That's really. I don't know. Thank you. Just suck. LAG. Where are we putting LAG?
DT.
D for me.
Yeah.
Just don't see them performing.
I mean, they've got upset potential, but I think consistency-wise, D.
LA Thieves. The
I think
A2 team.
A2. Yeah.
A? See, I'd put them high B.
Well, you've been outvoted, so
with pre-scrims and all that sort of stuff, and I've seen what I've seen from
well, because what you'd put FaZe and what you wouldn't be able to put FaZe, Ultra, New York, Optic in S tier. So some of them have got to go A tiers. Would you put LA Thieves on the same tier as them?
Yeah,
100% early. This early, like we're going into this weekend. Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would personally.
Minnesota Rocker.
C or D for me. I don't think they're going to do that well.
I don't think it's a D tier team, but I definitely think it's a D tier team.
Yeah. It'd be low C, high D for me.
I'll share my screen in a minute, boys, to show you what I've done.
New York Subliners.
A.
Yeah.
A. Paris Legion.
High C.
Vegas Legion. I'm saying B.
High C, low B for me. Yeah,
I'm saying B.
I'll go with that.
Optic Texas.
You got A, just because they were late to start.
I don't think they're going to be late to the party, though. I reckon they're going to be SG.
See, for me, I've got 2 in S tier, and Optic's like top of A for me.
Yeah, I'll go top of A as well. I'm happy with top of A.
Okay.
Like I'd put LA if we're putting LA Thieves in A, I'd put them probably dead last in A and have Subliners move up.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
If we're going in specific order for it,
I'm okay with that. Seattle Surge.
High B.
B above Paris. B.
I'd put them probably above Vegas myself.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for anyone watching. Miami Heretics.
D.
D.
Low D? Are we putting them last?
Yeah, I'd put Gorillas above them.
Nah, I'll put them above the Gorillas, but
I mean they're very close.
I'm gonna put them below Gorillas. So.
Okay.
Toronto Ultra. That to me is S tier.
Yeah. I'd probably put FaZe above them and then Ultra, but very, very close between those two, I think.
Now Carolina Royal Ravens, last team.
High B, low A for me.
Yo, Reba. B tier. I'm cool with B. I think this is the best tier list I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I genuinely think we actually killed this tier list.
The only thing I'd maybe do is just swap maybe Rock or Boston for me anyway.
I'm cool with that.
Because I think Rock will do a bit better than what Boston will.
I honestly think this is Macca tier.
I'm interested.
I've got a bit of a difference. I have a bit of a difference.
Let's watch Reaper.
It's not that much of a difference.
So, what I've seen with tourneys and all that sort of stuff, even without Pred in the team, Optic have been very good in even threes. They've been very dominant.
What do you mean by even threes? Like 3v3?
No, 3v3 tourneys that I've seen with just the three boys. They've been very strong in the threes. I think with what Shotzi said, with what Shotzi said as well, him stepping down, letting Pred go, I think they're still going to be a dominant team. It's not like Pred wasn't playing the game at all. He was still playing and grinding the game. He just couldn't play with the team. I think he's going to be very dominant. I've seen his playing, and he's very, 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 very dominant still. I don't think Surge is going to perform this first major at all. I think they're going to need to still gel as a team and let the team run a little bit. Legion is going to do semi-decent. I don't think they're going to be amazing, but they're going to do semi-decent. Ravens is going to be below them. And I think Miami, Rocker, and dead last for me is the Estriel team. I don't think that he's going to be performing, and I think they're going to be making a major one roster change, and they're not going to be able to because they don't even have the fucking money to.
Is it Rocker or Gorilla's a G2? I can't remember. It's Rocker, isn't
it? Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's Rocker. But I don't think Gorillas even have that much money in their team as well.
No, they're selling a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think that they're going to perform this year. I think it's going to be a real rebuilding phase for them. I think they're still going to get a lot of challenges players up, but they're not going to be able to afford the big names still. So yeah, this is my team. I think LA Thieves, which what I've seen, will do a lot better than New York. I've seen New York play a bit, and they're not as what they were dominant towards the end of the year. They are missing that piece. Sib Shotzi talked up a little bit about Sib. He is a very aggressive, kill dominant player. I don't think that having so many kill dominant players in a team is necessarily going to be good for hardpoint, because there's no one really going to be staying in the point. But yeah, this is my tier team. I don't think Boston are going to do good at all. I think they're going to be, like I said, scraping the bottom of the 8.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. I don't know the Boston team at all.
And I'm full sold that these 3 teams at the bottom of the table for me will be there for majority of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them have the ability to grow past. If they grow past, it'll be C-tier. I don't think they'll be B-tiers or A-tiers. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope it's going to be a thrilling comp for that top 8 position again, because that for me. I knew the top 5 teams that were going to make it, but that fight for the 7th and 8th position was what I was more hyped about.
Makes the end of the year very exciting.
Yeah. But
hey,
yeah,
I mean, if the bottom 5 teams all get smacked throughout the year, it's still close for that top 8.
My BT list are my 2 biggest underdogs for the team for the year. I think they're going to perform well. They're going to shock a lot of people for the rosters that they've got, and they're going to play good COD. Fundamentally, they do have good players that can play good COD, so it's just fine-tuning them.
Yeah, the B tier teams I think are very much ones with like upset potential.
Download that app. Tell me about. But I wanted to quickly get into some news, some stuff going on in the league outside of just the teams and whatnot. So I'll put my stream back up here.
The horrible news we heard this morning. I mean, it's good news for you, Benny. You can watch parties.
Yeah. And I'm the only person.
Let's go 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6 a.m.
Perfect,
7:15.
but I'm at work, so
7:15.
I'm
Okay,
at
well,
work.
I'll be out watching. I'll text you how it's going.
No, don't text.
No, not results. Just been like, yeah, these
These
games
games are
bangers.
slapping, bro. Yeah. Oh, that optic game, bro. Goddamn. Alrighty, so these are the GAs currently. A lot of controversies. I definitely wanted to have a chat to you guys. Let's just fucking rip the band-aid off. Snaking. Can it be GA?
No,
Mm,
I don't think so
I
because
think
there's different situations that need a snake. Like I don't think snaking
Yeah.
in general should be in the game, but like when it's a 1v1 S&D round 11, one's weak, he needs to snake to stay alive. He's right next to the bomb. Fuck, bro, you got a snake. Like you can't just I'm just gonna jump out and chow when I'm 1 HP.
Yeah, but you can
Like,
lay behind the box, right?
yeah, but then you give them enough time to push you anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends if you're
it's
Mac or
very
not.
I think it's very situational, the snaking thing. Yeah, true. Nice. Very situational, but look, I think Pay's took advantage of it too much, so it had to be GA'd.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my
I
take.
think they don't need to have the GA for snaking anymore with the recent patches to snaking.
I think it's enough. I don't think the patches are.
I don't think it's enough.
You
Yeah.
reckon? I mean,
It's
only
a-
having it
it's a
twice
third.
makes it a lot.
Yeah, but bro,
Like-
it's the third, and it literally is someone taking a step back. Really, that's all it is.
Yeah.
And his head still is pretty much
Mate.
unseen.
You see somebody by the third snake, you're shooting.
Yeah. So
Mm.
look, I personally think that the update hasn't got rid of the potential of snaking. It still is going to be in the
It's
game.
reduced the effectiveness.
So you're in the camp that snaking means winning. Rippy, you got to snake to win, bro.
Snaking in situations will win a game, but not in fucking hard point where it's 100 to 78 and you're fucking snaking on a fucking point to stay alive. Like, nah. Like, chow the fucker. It makes it more entertaining to see two people chow instead of one person just popping their head 24/7 non-stop. It just fucking it kills the game for me a little bit.
It's going to be an interesting one because it's not going to be easy to kind of maybe monitor's not the right word, but kind of negate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely watch it. You can definitely say, "Hey, that guy's snake."
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see somebody do it on land for like a championship or something. That'd be pretty funny.
What
They're
are
gonna
your
get
odds on
flamed.
Miami do it in their first game?
Odds on Cell will just do it by just
I think you got a higher chance of Draza doing it.
Yeah.
than so on that one.
brain memories. His memory is just gonna just. Oh yep, I'm in that situation. I'm just gonna fuck a
that's it.
snake.
He's got that baby mind.
What about ATS?
That's something that's been JAD multiple games, hasn't it?
Well, I think
See,
it was like let go
It was
last year.
JAD. It was JAD at the beginning of last year, and Vanguard. It was JAD.
Bro,
Yeah, but
it's
GA.
Yeah.
so hard to tell if someone's double tapping their controller or not double tapping their controller. To actually know if someone's actually double tap to sprint or single tap to sprint.
Yeah, I mean the
It's
like
so hard.
auto attack's pretty easy to notice, but the single tap run's not that easy.
So I don't think it's that bad to have single tap.
I think for pro, I think for CDL it is. Lets you finesse.
If everyone's using it,
Yeah,
if
but
everyone can use it, it
it's
shows
just-
the good players to the bad players.
Yeah. I honestly think if the opposite, like if everyone's not using it, then it really shows who can use their movement efficiently and who can't. I think for like ranked people, I'm not going to get upset if I've seen somebody in ranked using back sprint, even single tap run.
The other thing is like you've got to think with the amount of wrist injuries, how many times you got to fucking press down on your.
Exactly.
Bro, I'm old as hell. We just played.
any of it.
Hey, we just played 3 games of meat, and my hands are already like, "Fuck you! Why are you tapping the
facts.
button so much?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
and them games don't last that fucking long either. On
Yeah.
so they're pretty quick games.
Look, I think if you're not a pro, it's fine. If you are a pro, it's a skill gap kind of issue. So that's how I feel about
Single
it.
tap sprint is being debated.
Yeah, it
as
looks-
well.
I'm gonna keep using. I think. Hey, catch me in ranked. I'll be using single tap run, bro. I'm not.
I will be too.
I
Yeah,
think
will beat you.
I don't even know. Like, I'm so incompetent with the controller currently. I don't even know what I'm
This
using.
guy. I'm so incompetent with the controller. I literally got 9 kills less than you and me today.
Yeah, you're still better than me.
Sound EQ. I don't even need to talk about this. Definitely GA.
I don't think it should be
Yeah.
GA'd.
Wait, what?
You don't.
I think it should be banned.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Got us all quiet up there.
Yeah. I was gonna start throwing some punches there.
All pistol attachments.
Movement attachments allowed though. Interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense. Then you move faster,
Look,
so it gets rid of
look,
the
I don't mind about that. It's like I get
The
you don't want to.
core
You
is
don't.
fucking
you don't-
ridiculously strong.
Yeah, and you also
So
don't want
good.
fucking double akimbo and shit like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
that was
I'm
already-
happy with that.
That was already. I'm pretty sure that's already
Yeah.
banned without even.
Yeah,
I just think the pistols are really good in this game, and having all attachments.
they're
good.
very strong. Like even the Renetti, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get one
Just-
bursted with
Just
a fucking
solo
which is
Renetti with
wild.
no. I don't even have attachments on it, and I'm a fucking dog shit player, and I'm still getting fucking 10, 12, 13, 14 kills with my Renetti.
Like the pistols are genuinely, you could load into a pub match and run around with a pistol and probably do better than a lot of people with a gun.
100%.
Yeah, no, the pistols are really good in this game. Definitely needs to be done. Now, here, I think this is the most controversial GA, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Sniper
Yeah.
rifles, bro.
Yeah, don't like it.
No, I don't like it at all. I think
Especially
sniper rifles
when
should be in
smokes
the
are
game.
allowed.
I think
Or one
sniper rifles
smoke's
should
allowed.
be allowed in the game
Dude,
with no attachments.
No attachment. That first sniper rifle
Yeah.
was
The
so
cat is
slow.
perfect for
Yeah,
it.
it's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cat is so slow, but you've also got old school maps like fucking high rise S&D where okay, it was the meta to have two snipers on that map to watch both angles.
But if
Get
you
it?
make it like the smokes, so one per team, that's it.
Yeah, one per team. I reckon one sniper, and I reckon it also brings that excitement into the game. Like you see a 1v4 clutch with a sniper, and you're like, holy shit.
Like you see God RX left on a team with a sniper, you're like, shit could still fucking happen.
Exactly. I don't think they should have.
It's a
GA'd it
stupid one
completely.
with the fact that they're allowing smokes. If they completely GA'd smokes, then you'd be like, maybe, okay, yeah, I can understand it. But because they're still allowing one smoke per team, I feel like they should still allow snipers.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
a sniper.
No, they're
at
not.
least.
They're not allowing any smoke. Smokes are GA. Get to that.
Oh, okay, so that's
Yeah,
been
no,
updated
Yeah,
then.
that's been updated. So
Oh, okay.
I was gonna get to
I
that.
take that back then. I can understand it if smokes are GA.
Nah, still.
Yeah, I still don't think so.
It's
I
not,
still
it's
think
not.
there should be one sniper. I reckon what they said with the other with one smoke. I think they should at least do one sniper per.
MCW can take down a sniper. It's like we're
100%. And that's what I want to get to the next weapon. To be fair,
your favorite gun, the MTZ ban.
Yeah, how the fuck is this GA
don't
and the
think
Holger isn't?
I don't think that the MTZ should be banned. Only reason saying is I think that the MCW is actually a lot stronger. Like it's a faster shooter. It kills faster.
Not fast.
No, MTZ shoots faster.
Well, I fucking get melted by it when I was playing with the MTZ because, like you boys know, for the first I think 2 weeks, all I was playing was with the MTZ. I didn't even level up the MCW, and I was getting melted, absolutely melted.
Yeah, MCW still
the
better.
MCW out. I pulled the MCW out, and I'm
There was
melting
a
now.
build that made the MTZ one of the highest TTK in the game.
Now,
I can't remember
like
what the
you
build
said-
was,
like
but
you said-
it probably includes a high grain ammunition, which is banned anyway. So
Like you said, I think that the MTZ should be in the game and the Holger should be banned.
it surprises me that the Holger's not GA'd. I thought it was.
I think it was, but it's been nerfed to the ground. I'm pretty sure.
MTZ grabbed a nerf in the most
Yeah,
recent
well,
patch too.
that's what I was about to say because its hipfire accuracy has been nerfed tremendously.
Mm.
So its like flexibility is not as good as
Range
it
got
was.
nerfed a bit, I think, as well.
I
The
think
other-
they should bring it back, bro. Try it again. I
The
would
other,
love to see
the
a
other
3-gun
two
better.
weapons, the other two weapons, standard burst fires.
Yeah. Although
Standard.
I didn't think the FR was that strong. I thought the DG was fucking stupid.
All I
Don't
gotta
get me
say
wrong.
is these pros wouldn't have survived the Black Ops 2, Black Ops. God damn.
I mean,
Bro-
some of them were the back then.
DJ broken, FR stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
FR is actually probably at that right in between for a burst
But-
rifle, where
but-
it can one burst if you hit all headshots.
Exactly. If you hit,
But
if you hit,
if you're hitting all
even if you
three,
hit,
fair play.
even if you hit 2 shots with the burst at mid range, you're still killing someone. Where you got to put 5 bullets with the MCW.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, look, I just think the burst rifles were nerfed a bit more. I think it could be a more competitive meta with the SMGs.
The last one.
Yeah,
I'm-
why is the knife GA?
I am a bit shocked with that. I think the knife for speed wise, running wise, getting 2 points, getting to
Is it too
objectives.
fast?
I don't think so. I think you can run not that much slower with the fucking pistol, especially if the movement attachments are allowed in the pistol.
Wait, so it only says knife. Does that mean you can still use karambit?
Nah, all
No.
knives are banned.
All knives are banned.
All melees. Okay.
The fact is that melee in this game is so fucking strong.
Oh yeah, you do lunge quite a fucking.
Not
far.
even just 150 with 150 health.
The TTK, yeah.
It's just so strong. If
But
knife
then
was a
Black Ops 4
2-hit,
got the shock punch. That shit was stupid too.
yeah, but like pros, like I said, pros are soft these days, and that's okay.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, look, that's okay. But I think shot punching was a kind of a mechanic where knifing is like, you at least had to take a shot. You had to hit him. You had to go, I'm gonna shoot my bullet once, and then I'm gonna slide in for a hit.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people. Yeah, it was mainly like SMGs where they'd kind of shoot a slide and hit it. That's fair.
And look, you can still get that. Oh, yeah. By the way, fun fact, guys, if you're weak in a gunfight, close range, especially if you're SMG, you can get that off. You can get a slide punch. No joke.
Attachments are pretty much standard.
Yeah, AR's must use a red dot sight's actually an interesting one because last year everybody with attack iron-sighted.
Yeah,
So
but
that's actually quite new. It's
Tac
a
was
bit of
kind
an
of
interesting
balanced.
one.
Tac was balanced though compared to.
To be fair, yeah, tac was a very balanced weapon. I give it to
the
Modern
I wouldn't
SMGs.
say that attack was balanced. I'd say Modern Warfare 2 was balanced in the way where the SMGs and ARs were pretty similar.
That's where I'm going from. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
High grain definitely need to get the fuck out of here. Give SMGs.
Yes, that thing was stupid.
And all muzzles that increase melee damage is just
Understandable as well because there was I saw a fucking YouTube short going around of this dude just running around with a melee attachment, was just one shot on everybody.
I
Fucking
actually really like that first thing on the other. Really like that first.
Yeah,
thing.
that thing's fucking annoying. I hate that kill streak.
I really like that because last year SAE was allowed.
No, because it caused a glitch, so they
It was it was allowed in ranked play, but it was GA'd in.
I got banned in ranked after a while.
But in saying that as well, SAE was stupid for hard points, especially because the maps were so open. You block out every fucking angle for them to come. You hold a point so easily.
I just don't think. I think look, I think we should have more kill streaks in the game. I think we should be showing the fact that you can take down a streak in like 1.5 mags.
Yeah, just get a fucking juggernaut to come into the map. See how that runs.
No, mate. If a pro can get 10 or 11 or however many fucking kills it is for a chopper gunner, let them use the chopper gunner in CDL.
Yeah, I think Overwatch helos, like, we used to fucking have to verse, like, back in Black Ops 2 ranked, you verse stealth chopper. Someone would drop a stealth chopper on you, you'd be like, ah, shit. Alright, well, I've got to take, like, at least 6 seconds instead of rotating to take down this chopper gunner, because I've got to shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you've got comms in it, so, like, you just go to everybody, shoot the fucking thing down. With 4 people shooting at it at once, it goes down in no time flat.
No time. So, like, I think it's more of an annoyance on the map than anything else. Like, I think it's like, oh, I'm calling this into slow push down. Yeah, that's how I feel about streaks. But when a cruise missile can get blown up by a trophy missile, bro, it's just like...
Yeah. I haven't seen that tested in this game yet. I don't know if it is still the case. I hope not.
The case.
Fuck's sake.
All right, and now with the last one, Benny, you wanna explain what you read up with this one?
Trophies.
So smokes are now GA'd completely.
Yeah. So I don't know. This came out December 1st, so it's 7 days old. Smokes are now GA'd. Pretty sure completely. They had too much randomness. I'm always a high believer that smoke should be in search. I think Abeezy brought up a good point how he thinks smokes should be a field upgrade, and I think that's actually a really, really good shout. So,
that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, I think if I see his point on a hard point, I just don't see his point like an S&D to block off lines of sight. Like ARs are so dominant in this game, man. Like I could just use a smoke to block off a sight. I'd love to use just one sight line so you can push through. As an SMG player, personally, maybe that's just like a personal bias, but I always thought, I haven't played enough S&D to say it, but I think he always plays better.
Yeah. As someone that comes from CS, I agree.
Doing some Batman shit thrown at your feet is obviously pussy and weak, but I just always thought it was. I thought S&D played better.
I can understand the GA though if it's like random shit is happening to it. I can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they say random shit, what do they mean?
Oh, like adds too much randomness into the game. You know how like a competitive game should have like the same thing happen 100 times so you can get used to it. Like CS.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference. So you need a bit of randomness in a game to make it exciting.
Well, that's another point. Like,
people call it randomness, others call it evolution.
Pop a smoke at B bomb, rotate to A. Like people think you're going B, you're already at A. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of gives that, especially in the S&D side of things, it kind of gives that thrill of, are they there or are they not? Have they rotated? Have they used it? Have they used a smoke to rotate? Have they used a smoke to progress through to the actual bomb site? What the fuck's going on until that smoke dissipates?
At the end of the day, we call these pros pussies for these GAs, but at the same time, like we don't play this game every day. They do. So. Yeah.
In saying that, just going back to one quick topic about the snaking sort of thing. If snaking was done like, killed like CS did it, where if you're crouching too many times, you just can't crouch that fast afterwards.
Didn't they do that in Vanguard was like that, or was it? One of the older CODs.
That would have worked a lot better for snaking, personally.
Yeah,
so you
I think
can't
so too,
physically snake.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the one smoke for S&D to be GA'd. I think there should be at least one smoke. It gives that thrill. Snipers should be back in. It gives that thrill. You want those game 11 smokes to be rotating, or that smoking the bomb site to quickly try and do a defuse while the person can't see. Like you want those thrills. Like you can imagine a fucking big game versus say Texas first phase, yeah, and Shotzi or let's say Kenny throws a smoke down at B to hide himself and rotates all the way to A, posts himself up after putting the bomb down, and takes someone's head off mid-map, cross map, just to win game 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gets him through. You want that. You want that excitement in the game. With taking out everything from the game and having just the very basics of the game, it shows that COD has gone back a step. It's not going to be as thrilling. Like you look at CS, they've got smokes. How many times do you need smokes to actually be strategic in a game for CS?
You need all of them, though. Sometimes you need
exactly.
5 people using them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It makes the game more strategic. It makes the game more like a chess game, like you're putting a piece to a puzzle sort of thing.
It creates more evolution throughout the season of the S&D. Like you look at the S&D in Modern Warfare 2 and even like Vanguard. S&D from the beginning to the end, there was little intricacies, but predominantly there wasn't a huge difference.
I actually think that S&D isn't going to be the game to watch anymore.
The S&D on these maps play fantastic, bro. Hey.
Oh no, they play fantastic. Agreed, but the thrill in it for people watching, I think, is going to be more hardpoint. Like you've got games that I've seen in scrims that gone down to even being time on sub base, going to 229 to 234.
Yeah.
Like those games are more thrilling to see than a game of S&D that's not going to have any strategic to it. Like I love S&D. I've most of my gaming I've played S&D. Like it's more of a strategic based game. I love that sort of stuff. I'm not a gunner. I'm more of a strategic player, and to have a route to run, maybe fake a run out, throw smoke down a lane that they think that you're going to come, and then rotate to a different place, staying alive, is what makes it thrilling. Like you see someone 1 HP throw a smoke down, gets out of there with 1 HP, rotates to A, wins the game. You're like, what the fuck? That's a thrilling game. I think that kills it.
I think it adds skill gap, man. Honestly, I think even smoke spots and stuff, they all just add skill gap. I think Modern Warfare had some of the best search and destroy to watch, and that was part of the reason. Took some plays.
Modern Warfare was also chaotic as fuck because it was 5v5.
Yeah, I know, but those 1v1s
and shit. Gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna kill S&D to watch.
I think S&D is just gonna be as thrilling as last year, man.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
Which for me doesn't say much because I thought S&D last year was some of the drier stuff in recent years.
Yeah, but there was still. Look, I think that for one, I think it's a flash grenade in this game isn't as strong as it should be.
Flash, I don't know. My screen turns more white than it does when I get flash in CS in this game.
I barely cop flashes.
Well, I got a flash bet.
I get stunned. I get stunned.
Meat's diffy though. Meat's diffy, bro.
I don't know what it is about meat, but fuck me, I'm getting flashed in meat a lot.
I get stunned heaps, but I just don't get flashed.
It's not even the good type of flash.
Not the good type of meat.
That's my take on S&D.
I agree. All right, let's round it out anyway. I got a couple of things here for you. So, actually, Cookie, I wanted you to talk about this. I didn't even prep it at all. I don't know if you've seen the stream, but Faceit is doing some market research on Call of Duty for added possibly unrelated context. The ESL Faceit group is expected to take over Overwatch esports next season.
It would be huge, wholly and solely, because it would bring back similar to old school MLG tournaments, where you go to a weekend of like a tournament, but it's not just the one game. You go, I feel like COD. Cool, I've done COD. I'll go watch some Overwatch. Oh, you know what? There's also CS. I'll watch some of that as well. Like if ESL Faceit, and don't get me wrong, like if you watch any of the ESL or the bigger tournaments at IEM or the ESL 1 in Dota, a lot of the major tournaments in CS and Dota are run by ESL/Faceit. And they are phenomenally produced. The very, very few issues in regards to it, which something we can't say about the COD broadcasts in the last couple of years. They generally start the season off with some sorts of issues. ESL/Faceit do a phenomenal job of the production quality of the CS tournament. So I would be keen for them boys to, I wouldn't say necessarily take over, but if they do the predominant amount of COD tournaments, I think the COD tournaments would head in a very good direction.
Awesome. That's exactly what I want to hear. What about servers and stuff, bro?
So the other possibility, I don't know how much Microsoft would put into it, but you know how game battles is no longer a thing. Faceit does have a very similar sort of style to it. They've got a pug system where you can get onto the Faceit website. You've got a rank in Faceit, which is similar to your matchmaking rank, where they've got their own servers, which is where it kind of would make it a little bit difficult for COD because they don't really have community servers. But they might be able to grab a person to host it, have someone host it for everybody. But where they do third-party matchmaking for it, and it's like a separate system, which is cool. Wouldn't really work in COD because they don't have the private matchmaking.
Could they? Could they?
I mean, they could start because Faceit do like online tournaments, so they could kind of take over from game battles.
Yeah, okay.
In that aspect is more what I was thinking.
Game battles has been inbuilt into Call of Duty before. We've seen it with World. We could see Faceit. I could see Faceit servers.
It could be something that they look at doing down the track for sure. But I would say probably not at the very least for this one and next season.
I think we need it for COD.
More so, I think because they would have already started developing that, so I don't know how long they would have needed to kind of integrate that properly. So I'd probably say if they were to do it, the game after. But at the very least, it will give everybody kind of an alternate to what game battles used to do, especially now with game battles finishing up next month.
Well, I just thought it was interesting. Like, you know a lot more about Faceit. Let's face it.
That was bad.
Alrighty, I thought this was a fun question. Okay, be completely honest. If you personally loaded in for a season alongside Simp, Sellium, and Beezy on FaZe, what do you think your highest placement would be?
I'd probably say top 4 because they could probably 3v4 a lot of teams in this CDL. All I'd have to do is sit on point for them. They can go do whatever the fuck they want. I'll sit on point. I'll be a bomb bitch. I'll be a point bitch. I'll be whatever you want me to be.
I'm a humble guy, so I'll say top 8.
I'll say top 8.
I'm a humble guy.
I reckon we'll be top 8. I don't think we'll be top 4. With some of the rosters that are out there, I don't think we'll be top 4. I think it's going to be that for Graz is going to play a big part for that top 4.
Whoever put first in this,
those guys are fucking delusional. Top 4, it'd be between top 4 and top 8.
Julian, 28% of the votes right there, bro. Big Jules got 28% of the votes.
100.
I'll be the best player. No. Celium, get on the hill, bro. I've got this.
All those fucking first ones of people in like Crimson Iridescent saying, "Oh yeah, I'm the skill level of a professional will be easy for us."
This top comment is perfect. 62% of you think you'll get at least top 4. You all did it. Alrighty.
I'll do top 8.
The 2024 Call of Duty League desk talent. Now, this is kind of interesting, I think, personally. No Bryson Tunn here. That was my favorite caster duo, everyone knows.
Yes.
I'm a bit disappointed to not see him here. It's good to see Merc and Maven back in the main roster. Yeah.
Full time.
Lando, I was never really a fan of, I got to say. But he's decided to step away himself, so that's okay. I just wish we had the 4. I wish we had another pair.
I don't get me wrong. I love Study, but in the xdefiant tournament when what am I doing? When I think it was Shift and Uber casted the xdefiant. I'm pretty sure it was Shift that casted it with Uber.
Yeah, Shift definitely. Yeah.
It was Shift and Uber, the Aussie gentleman that casted Overwatch. I thought they were a phenomenal duo. And Uber used to do COD before he moved to Overwatch and over to America. He casted a lot of the Aussie tournaments. I would have loved to see them. Don't get me wrong. I love Study and I love his insight because he's got a great insight in the game. I thought that Shift Uber duo in the xdefiant beta was fucking phenomenal.
Did you see Alicat actually made Forbes' 30 and 30 of women? Oh, actually, no, I think it's gamers full stop.
Rich list or?
No, I don't know what it. I think it's influential.
Influencers. Yeah. I can say that in a way because doesn't she also run the female CDO?
Yeah, women's league.
Which I think that probably played a big part of it as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's doing good things. She's paving the way in COD at least for females, which has been a game that's been very difficult for women to get into, and in a way that's respected because the interviewer from MLG days, she used to cop so much shit.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on Halo now.
Yeah.
Oh no, the interviewer.
Oh, no, the interviewer that I think she married one of the COD players and has a couple of kids. One of the ex-COD players. But you got Lottie who's doing Halo now, and she copped a lot of shit as well.
Yeah, Lottie's really good.
Don't get me wrong, Ali does cop a lot of shit as well, but she seems to kind of take it in a stride.
Yeah.
And so, fair play to her.
I'm just super disappointed Bryson Tunn are going to be here. That's all it is. I'm really disappointed, man. I love Bryson Tunn. I know not everyone was the biggest fans of him, but the way they did him feels dirty. Like, even looking at this whole thing, I feel like Bryson Tunn could have fit into the whole graphic they got. And I'm pretty disappointed.
My thing is something we haven't touched on which is about YouTube. I mean, we've had a joke about it, but YouTube.
I was getting there.
Yeah, more so meaning that you can imagine how much YouTube probably paid for the partnership. Surely that would have been enough to be like, oh yeah, we can chuck an extra 100k to Bryson and 100k to Tunn.
Especially seeing as most of the weekends have 4 games on now. The first day is 3, and then the next 2 are 4 games. Like, you don't even need to pay him 100k. Just say, no, you're going to only be on Saturday, Sundays. Sorry.
But I'm also glad to see that Maven and Merc aren't going to get the 2 a.m. games anymore. Just one game at 2 a.m. at home.
Well, they're not just doing LANs anymore. They're back to doing online as well.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, they're not going to get just the shitty games that no one really wants to be awake to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Us personally.
But I'm super keen to see Shift.
Yeah.
Dude has carried challenges.
Yeah. No, it's good he's got his spot, man. I really think Shifts are good. The desk, that didn't need any changing.
No. Love seeing Pocket's still there.
Yeah, of course.
Nameless, I'm not the biggest fan of, but he does what he does well.
Yeah, I do miss Valley. I do miss Valley still, but
I do too.
Alrighty, well,
they do say special guest. All I'm saying is Octane better be there.
yeah, it'd be good to see Octane. Yeah, missing
Man
seeing him
is a
play this
fucking
year.
character.
Yeah, man, missing seeing him play. Look, do we have anything else to talk about?
We got 6 intros.
All right, yeah, load them up. Let's rate them.
They're all loaded.
Rate them out of 10.
1 to 6. So the 6 teams that are playing tomorrow, we've got Optic, LAT, New York, FaZe, Boston, and Seattle.
And a couple of them.
I've seen them.
You've seen them all?
I've seen them all personally.
I mean, so have I, but we'll do a rating.
We'll screen these bitches, bro.
Yeah, I will. Just chill.
So
Optic to start with.
No audio.
I've got audio. I definitely have audio.
Hold up.
I don't know audio. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, start again.
Is your audio reaped through me, or are you watching it separately?
Start again.
I'm watching your stream.
One.
Okay.
Shoot again. I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. It's all good.
Okay, cool.
Look, I come from a city, you hear sirens when we sleep. Heaven sent, hands down, vibes so unique.
Yo. That's just so fucking clean. That shit is so fucking clean. Those newspaper clippings, bro, I could have used just a little bit more of them, man.
I like that it's got literally the story of the season for every player.
Yeah.
I think
it's short, sweet, straight to the point. See, I like how short it is.
Yeah, but I think they should have showed a bit more because they showed quite a bit of the 3 of them, like especially Ken, Predator, and Shotzi. They didn't show a lot of Dash.
No, Dash is definitely there. I think Dash's is the most, in your face.
Yeah.
It's like lose the world championship again, and it's him in the chair and shit. Like, dude, so fucking clean. They have a point to prove this year, man. And I'm really excited.
Clean,
for me, the length of time for this is big.
Vibey as fuck.
I watched it like 6 times.
That's their vibe. That's their vibe, and that's just vibey.
Yeah, every chills. Fucking 10 out of 10 chills, bro. 10 out of 10 on that one, bro. For sure. 10 out of 10.
We got LAT next.
So much history in one place.
It's time to make our mark.
Get your goofy ass up.
We're about to play.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fun, but it ain't clean. Like,
It's
that start was like.
No, I like it. I think it's just Dan's voice.
The start, Space Jam. Did no one realize that's a Space Jam reference?
Yes, I know it's a Space Jam
I missed
reference.
it. I missed that. Yeah, I missed that.
The secret recipe drink.
Yeah, but
the secret. Yeah, okay.
Comes up to the jersey as well. Jersey means everything. But say I prefer fucking Optic at the moment. But there is one that I've seen.
This would have been a great introduction to the roster, less so an actual like. I think that's supposed to be their intros when they're announcing the teams for the games.
Yeah, it will be.
For me, that would have been a fantastic fucking introduction of the actual team itself.
Yeah.
But not for an actual a walk on or anything like that.
I think it's super vibey, bro. When I hear that music,
God.
When you're coming out, that's pretty fun.
I like the creativity of it.
Yeah. Creativity.
10 out of 10 for creativity.
Dude, Josh is so good at what he does, man. He is so good at what he does.
For anybody that doesn't know, he's the dude with the dreads, isn't he?
Yeah, he is amazing at what
he does. He helped out Nice Week yeah, nice week with a lot of his Apex stuff at the Global Series. Fucking phenomenal job for that as well. Big props to him. Dude is really, really good at what he does.
What do you have up next, Cook?
New York. Vibing on a fucking moped.
That is
Scooter.
vibey as fuck. To be
Super, yeah, super vibes.
It's that New York feel. Like when you watch anything that's like New
Yeah.
York subway based, it is exactly that.
It's
It's
vibey
same
as fuck.
as Thieves.
I would have put
not
a
much of an
bulldog.
intro.
Yeah,
I would've put
it
a
doesn't
bulldog
pump up
in
the
it for
crowd.
peace.
That doesn't pump the crowd up, bro. I
Exactly
agree,
the same
yeah.
as Thieves would have been fantastic to introduce the team as the
Yeah.
roster,
At least that
but not
song.
as an introduction.
Sorry, as long as
It's just vibey.
that song from the Thieves at least pumps me up a little bit. This doesn't pump
Mm.
me up at all.
Nah,
No.
this is just vibey. Like this is
Yeah.
just like
It's a proper New York video.
Yeah,
I guess is
100.
probably the best way to describe
Yeah.
it. But it's not a walk out or anything like that type
No,
of.
no.
It doesn't show a team that's world champion from last year.
Yeah, shouts. Yeah.
Is how I look at it. Phase.
I would've-
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
I have a plan.
Crazy with the rage, dangerous and rage. Never been afraid, deadly with the aim. I ain't wanna take light, look into my eyes. I'm a killer inside, coming for the prize. Do you really want these problems? I put you in that coffin. But I'm never Josh.
I just yep.
Hungry for the beef, leave you obsolete. See my life speak, see me in the streets if you want the heat. Yeah.
That was like my fourth time watching that. I only just realized the other had a snake around him in that.
Dude,
Yeah.
That is so good in some parts and so fucking terrible in other parts, bro.
Nah,
Like,
I don't like it. It's exactly the same
I'm
as last
against-
year.
I'm against you boys. I actually think that for what the purpose is, goes well with that.
dude,
It's a carbon copy of last year's though.
It's for what
That's-
the actual aim of this thing is. It's good.
it's better than the Vanguard one where they're just throwing money around it. That was fucking
Yes.
garbage.
But
It's just so similar to the Modern Warfare 2 one. It's like creativity wise, I don't rate it real high because it's almost exactly the same as last year's.
Ending is fucking trash, but then you have the Atlanta phase
but-
with all their accomplishments in it. Really
but
sick, right?
I understand. I understand when they did that when they panned up because phase up. Like when they panned.
Oh,
that
sorry.
camera from
Oh, I
that
didn't
phase
realize.
up.
I didn't realize we had to
Phase
read
up.
into it, bro. My bad. This is on me, bro. My
That's phase up.
apologies.
That's why they
yeah.
went up with the panning of the camera.
Okay,
Phase up.
okay. Yeah, dude. It was 3D. You're playing. I'm playing checkers. They're playing chess. I get it.
It's for me. It's just too similar to last year. They didn't try to change it or make it better.
After
Yeah, but
I watched the optic one, and then I watched this, and I was like, "This fucking sucks compared to it."
Oh
bro.
yeah, compared to some of the ones that we saw beforehand, it isn't the best. But like for the
I'd put
general
it above New
purpose
York
of
and
it,
LATs.
the general purpose of it does what it's meant to be.
Yeah, the
It
gameplay's
shows little
good.
clips of it, shows little clips of what they can do, and actually shows the people like the actual.
I would
people
love to
themselves
see him
properly.
put a Draza clip in of him shitting on FaZe.
Or I would have loved to see
Just
fucking.
be
I
shitting
would
you.
have loved to see a clip of Draza getting up and fucking
Exactly. Yes.
doing
Yes.
something like in that clip
Yes.
the famous clip for Draza.
Yeah, where he's throwing his headset and shit. Well, give me that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been like okay, like they mean shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the snake around fucking Celia,
No,
and
that's
that,
good.
like,
I
know
like-
that means shit.
I like that touch when I noticed it that time. But I don't know. For me, they could have just tried to change it up a little bit from last
Yeah,
year.
where was Draza's flex, bro? I didn't see a Draza
Yeah,
flex, so I was
that's what I'm
disappointed,
saying.
bro. Yeah. It was disappointing. I was disappointed
Yeah.
in that phase one.
It could have just been done a lot better.
Yeah.
Boston's.
Like, at least the song's a pump up. It's kind of cringe.
The best thing about that is the song.
Gotta say though that there's only been 3 teams that have been full pump up songs so far.
Yeah.
And
Like you
the
could
song,
play on
the song is pump up, but you could tell that they might have run out of money with production.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, because the Oxygen's got some of the biggest money behind it.
I know, but they definitely didn't pour any resources into it.
I think, lacking in creativity.
I feel like they,
10 out of 10 though. Great, that's a great pump up song.
I feel like they knocked all that out in about half a day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they did a photo shoot. All right, sit in that, get the smoke machines out, bro.
Less.
Like, yeah.
Oh
yeah, everybody, get in a line, walk down the street. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's just outside of HQ as well. Let's just walk straight down the line.
Yeah. I mean, they really tried to kind of go into the ride or die, but kind of, in my opinion, lost a little bit of the branding behind it. Like last year, they had the masks, which you don't see any of the masks back at all. The masks is like, you think of Breach, you think of the mask.
I wanted to buy a mask.
Yes, yes.
What the fuck? I wanted a mask.
Yeah, their branding is so good.
They've completely negated the main, like one of their main calling cards.
I wanted one of those masks so bad. I was like, fuck, I should have bought one. But...
Yeah, or you couldn't. The only way you could get them was if you were a certain member for the Boston Breach. But like for me, you look at FaZe. They do their sign every time.
Yeah.
Breach had something on the same level of as the FaZe sign in a way of what represents them in the mask that completely negated it.
The fact they don't walk out with that mask every fucking game, bro, is beyond me.
Like,
but you know what the funny thing about it is?
Potential with that.
You know what the funny thing about it is? Fucking Draza walks out with a fucking mask.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, last but not least, Seattle.
Good. I'm glad you're playing the other one too. Let's begin.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick.
That's dope.
Really good. Really good. It's a good pump up song too. Yeah, good pump up song.
That is fucking sick.
That
sure
is
it's like a TikTok song, but
it also goes for me to say, why the fuck did they pour so much in production when they could have poured so much more money into a fucking team? Oh Jesus, that production, like the production.
When you look at the team, there's not really much they could have done.
I thought, dude, that team got better with that intro video. No joke.
The production of that is legit like a fucking Call of Duty.
The only thing I've got to say is, where are we?
Campaign COD.
Where's Arcides?
Arcides when he hits the sledgehammer is weak.
Yeah. If you instead of that little tiny part being like actually like drawn through 3D VFX, they needed to just fucking engrave his name into that. It would look so much better.
No. They needed him to hit something, bro.
Oh yeah.
If that put a full dent in that fucking
yeah,
I would have been like, oh yeah, shit, he's got some power.
Yeah.
Same as like
a little like explosion.
Was Hook beforehand or after? No, he's after.
Yeah, wait, Hook closing lockers is cooler than Arcides hitting something with a sledgehammer, bro. No joke.
Like if you get,
he's ready.
With Hooks, they don't punch back.
Sorry, just nitpicking. He's pushing lockers. Slam those motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me just push him.
That's what I'm saying. They did like if he hits them hard and they bounce straight back down afterwards. Yeah, like you see, like the emphasis behind it. But no, 10 out of 10 for him.
He's ready for war. He's ready for war, though. He's ready for war. Oh, do you have that LA Thieves one? Do you have the LA Thieves one?
By the way he cuts the little fucking chain, he's ready for war, boys.
Do you have
Also, who can a ponytail makes him look like he's ready to fuck shit up?
Yeah, he should do that all the time, bro. He looks like he looks ready in that shit. Eh? Yeah.
That looks fucking lethal.
Is it a leak with Illy on the bomb?
Oh.
Is he going to be more of an S&D mentor
Yeah.
than
He did that in
a
Optic,
hard
though.
point?
I don't know, man.
But like,
It looked like he was struggling to press those buttons, bro. I don't think his thumb injury's healed yet, bro.
yeah, it looked a bit weak.
Now, do you have the
Also-
LA Thieves
also,
response to these,
This
please?
is
Tell
running
me,
around with a crowbar. Milei's a GA.
True. Yeah, boy, he's breaking GAs, eh?
Yeah, Jesus, already.
They all were fucking running around with fucking weapons.
Wait, dude, they were smoking that. They were smoking that fucking gamer fuel before they got on the map, bro. Dude, they're on the gamer fuels. Huffing it.
They've also just leaked all their tactics by them all coming out of the water.
Production wise though, fucking 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Surge is my favorite so far. Optic close second.
Yeah, optics is just clean as fuck.
Yeah, it's
But
so dude.
Optics is clean.
Production-wise,
Seattle and Optic
Yeah,
both
look-
have that huge.
no.
They've got the proper
Seattle's-
pump up with them.
Seattle's looks like a fucking full-on movie fucking trailer.
Yeah, but you walking out into something like that, you know you're about ready to go to fucking war.
Yeah, I just think it's like you've seen both ends of the spectrum. Seattle's is really good because of the production value, and the Optics is really good because of how simple and straight to the
simplistic.
point it is.
Yeah,
Simplistic and clean, like nothing to it. Like they probably spent $100 grand on fucking production. These guys spend like fucking $6.5 million on fucking production.
I don't know about
Holy
that.
shit.
but-
Bro, they hired out something to do fucking special effects and all this bullshit.
It's true. It's true.
Brother, they put a fucking green
Not
screen
really.
up and put
Yeah.
some fucking
Yeah.
clips of paper saying, "Oh yeah, look, headline."
Yeah, bro,
Look
they
at this
literally,
one.
they literally finished the Optic podcast, bro. Threw the new merch at him and said, "Get out there, get over
Yeah,
there.
get out there.
Look at that
Put
green
the
screen."
up.
their jumpers did look fire.
Yeah.
Oi,
Do you,
Can you fix your glasses a few times? Yeah, that looks
yeah,
sick.
that's it. Wait, but do you have that response for the LA Thieves? I put it in
To
the
the
Discord.
Surge
I
one?
put it in the Discord. Yeah, can you pull that up? Because that was literally when I said, because I seen the Surge one and then I seen the Thieves one later, and I literally fucking died, bro. Have you seen this, Rick?
Nah.
I'm gonna
Whoa. Hold up.
I think it's this one.
Yep.
Yeah, stream that shit. That was the fun. That would be a great way to end this podcast, actually.
What is it? Show us up.
Yeah, wait, I gotta work my way.
Technical
back
difficulty.
to-
Technical difficulty. Hold up.
My fucking
Hold
microphone
up.
just
I'll pull it up.
dipped.
Alright, when you're
Alright.
ready.
I'm watching. Hold up.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my dick. I'm a as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man.
I don't have context for that part.
Josh is undefeated. That's what the context is, bro. Josh
Is there any,
undefeated.
it's not like a fucking it's not like a meme or anything.
No, I think it is a meme. Like that
Okay.
voice line is like a bit of a meme.
Yeah,
It was too
Oh,
good,
that's
bro.
funny.
that's
Yeah.
great though.
It's good to see
Alrighty,
COD is
boys.
undefeated, bro.
Let's finish it up. Do you
Are we
have
doing this? We're doing
yeah,
this?
let's finish this up. I can't for some reason log into my actual one on Breaking Point, but I have pretty much done the same as Benny because I think he's pretty much on point with them. I think I've changed a few. That's about it.
What are we talking about?
On
Breaking point teams.
the Breaking Point, no, not Breaking Point team, but the bracket for tomorrow's games.
I'll just
We'll
quick kind
cover
of
them.
run
We'll
over.
cover, oh, you want to run over them? Alright, cool.
Just a quick one. We won't go too in depth,
Alright, no worries.
or we can, but
Nah, it's fucking midnight. Come on, bro. Let's
Yeah.
run over this.
so tomorrow we've got FaZe Breach. I think that's pretty unanimous on who's going to win that one for us. We're leaning towards FaZe.
Yeah, but look, honestly, in that one, I know I said I wasn't going to go in depth. FaZe have lost every single game they've played for. Every single one since Modern Warfare.
Didn't know that, but Breach is also Breach. I can't see him doing anything.
Oh, also the finals is out, by the way. Hot tip for everybody watching live.
The game?
The full game is out now. Just released 4 hours ago.
I know what I'm doing while I'm asleep. Okay. Second game of the day: Surge versus Thieves.
Trying to see my picks here. But it might be.
I should be able to bring them up for you.
Hold up. No, I got him here. I got him here. It's alright. Alright. Well, so Thieves Surge.
Yeah,
I've got Thieves 3-2.
I got Surge 3-2.
Reaper has prostate.
What?
I don't know, man. You're looking down. It's weird, bro. Just fucking answer.
I'm on my phone. I dropped it.
He's like, wow, nice cock, dude. Like,
Sending dick
It's
pics to the
growing.
boys.
yeah.
I can't get onto mine, so I'm gonna let you boys go with it.
But you still can have your opinion while we're going.
What was the game that we're talking about?
So first up, Phase Breach.
Phase Breach. Phase 3-0.
I just changed mine to Boston 3-2. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. And then Surge Thieves.
Search Thieves 3-1.
Okay. I'm the only one going Surge on that one. Interesting. And then the big one tomorrow, Optic New York.
Optic 3-1.
Optic 3-2.
Yeah, I done Optic 3-2 as well. Do we want to go through the other 2 days real quick?
Yeah, let's go. We're not going to be doing pod till next week anyway.
Yeah, that's it. First game Sunday for us, Saturday for Americans. Carolina versus Miami.
I have Carolina 3-1.
What the fuck?
Same.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
No,
Oh,
Sunday
it's
for us.
Sunday for us, yeah.
Yeah, I got Carolina 3-1 as well.
Oh, Vegas?
Miami.
Where the fuck is that?
Second day.
Saturday?
It's a Sunday for us,
Might be
Yeah,
fucked
on-
for him, yeah.
but it's Saturday for them.
Yeah, it's I got it.
The double Monster Energy.
On the CDL Pickham's website, the local time. That's all.
Yeah.
Good, it's good.
Carolina, Ravens 3-1.
Yeah, so we all went the same on that one. Legion Rocker.
Rocker 3-1.
Legion 3-0.
I did Legion 3-2, so we all got a little bit different on that one. Gorillas Ultra. I'll be shocked if they're different on that.
Ultra 3-0, and I did my double points as well, so.
Yeah.
I
that's
did
amazing.
Ultra 3-0 as well for this one, and I might do double on that one as well. That's a fair point, actually.
I can't get onto this fucking shit.
And then last game of day 2, Surge Breach.
Surge 3-2.
Ooh. Rip? What do you reckon?
Search versus Breach
Breach.
3-1.
That's what I did with Surge 3-1 as well. And then Monday morning or Sunday for Americans, Vegas, Carolina.
Carolina 3-2.
Ooh. Rip?
I'm fucking spacing. Who?
Apparently, Vegas, Carolina.
Vegas, Carolina. Vegas will win 3-2.
That's exactly what I did as well. I think the same. Subliners, Gorillas.
Subliners 3-0.
Yep, same. I also boosted that match as well.
Don't know how many boosts I have, so.
You get 2
per weekend or per
major.
Well,
Per qualifiers. But I mean, there's not going to be much more guaranteed than a Subliners Gorillas or an Ultra Gorillas, really, is there?
It's good first week kind of vibes.
Yeah. Phase Thieves.
I have a hot take. I think Phase 3-0. I was saying double points. So I was thinking maybe this would be that side. If I can get a double.
I did Phase 3-0 as well. I think they'll be close maps, but I think Phase will just kind of edge them out on each map. Rip.
Phase
3-0, 3-1, 3-2?
3-1.
3-1, okay.
Dick is making him on the spot right now.
Last game of the weekend, Optic, Minnesota. Texas, Minnesota.
I got Optic 3-1.
Optic 3-1.
I got Optic 3-1 as well.
Fuck well.
Okay. And then what do we... I don't think we actually anybody ended up paying up from last year because we all forgot about it by the end of the season.
I don't think that time ever hit us up to take our money, bro, so...
Oh, did Nap win?
Nap faded hard.
So what are we putting on? Wait, but right now, live on the pod, what are we putting on tips this year?
Well, I think because there's only 3 of us in it, really.
Yep.
I think $20 a pop.
Yeah, I'm cool with
20?
that.
I was going to say 50. Then $100 win. for the winner.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get
Clean
Julian.
even,
I'm trying to
right?
get Julian.
Yeah, but it's unfair on Julesy and Cross because they're not as into it as we
Yeah,
are.
but if they win, they're gonna want to take our money.
Now fuck them.
Okay, only us three then.
Only
So
us
whoever's-
three.
Okay, 50. 50.
Whoever the highest sound of us,
Yeah,
50,
yeah,
50
done.
each.
I'm cool with that.
so
I'm cool with
straight
that.
100 each.
I agree.
I'll go for you.
How about, and then whoever comes dead last down of the three of us, there's a fail.
I don't know. What's the fail then?
I don't know.
Well, the two that are safe will come up with a punishment for the person.
Yeah,
and you have to do it on live
I
stream.
like that. I like that.
All right, cool.
And all the punishments either live stream or when we're all together in a place.
No,
Yeah, but we have to clip it then and
Yeah,
put it to a video.
so it has to be internet friendly at least. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a nudie run.
Hey,
fucking
hey,
across the
hey,
street.
hey!
Alright.
You can have internet friendly. Just depends on which website you're putting it onto.
Yeah, YouTube friendly then, alright? Yeah. You can't just oh yeah, your punishment is say the N-word 6 times on stream, like
No.
I'm down for sriracha shots or something, bro, for sure.
Yeah,
So
something
yeah.
like that.
Sriracha shaving the head or something.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, he doesn't want to just shave the head.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
yo,
man.
Benny, we already know Reaps if
Yeah,
he loses.
yeah.
Just that reaction.
I ain't doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Think about
Okay,
it. Think about it. We'll
if
come
it's
up with
not the head,
Look how much hair I
eyebrows.
got. I ain't fucking shaving this fucker.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
sorry, boys. Not happening.
We can do the eyebrows. We just tie them down and do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. See.
No, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. Wait,
Well,
how about
say my missus pissed?
Yeah.
how about we come up with something before the end of the year? How does that sound?
Yeah,
For all
yeah,
of us
100%.
Yeah, we all agree on something then.
Before champs,
Yeah.
leading up to champs, we got to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
that-
our
that-
champs preview.
Yeah.
We'll figure
have
it
it.
out then.
Yeah. It sounds good.
'Cause
All right, well,
by then someone might be destined already to be losing.
Yeah,
by then.
exactly.
alrighty. I'm good with that. I think that's it. I think we covered everything we necessarily need to. I hope everyone enjoys the games tomorrow. I'll be at work, but I cannot wait to get home to watch them tomorrow, Arvo. And I won't do a stream. Can you even stream the league? Can you watch?
Legal.
As long as it's on YouTube, I think it's alright.
Look, Sunday I'll be watching the games anyway, man, and we're gonna be doing this next week anyway. So
Sorry, boys.
yes.
Just one thing. If anyone is here is tuning in, stay tuned because we might be doing a gunfight tournament on Sunday.
yeah.
Mm.
So stay tuned. I'm pretty sure Benny will be streaming. So jump on. It'll probably be the reigning champs, Benny and Julesy versus me and Cook.
Now, if it's just us two, all right. Well, we're here now. We're talking about it, right? Fuck it. Let's talk about it. If it's gonna be just us two again, do you want to like make it?
We'll wager it up.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Like $20 or
Well, $20. We'll do $20.
$20 each? I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'll hit Julie up. Do you want to add some respawn in there? Because that shipment last time was pretty.
Yeah, but it's gonna have to be on a map like, unfortunately, like meat.
I'm cool with
something
meat.
small.
Meat
cool
would
with
be
meat.
better than shit.
'Cause I'll do the flags half spawn and we'll
Meat,
just play meat.
meat at least is like
A little
3
bit more
lanes.
move. Yeah, a
and
little bit more
it's
movement.
it's like a generic COD
Yeah.
map.
Like you hold one fucking lane like fucking Julesy was. We couldn't move.
Yeah, because I'm cool with shipment too. Again, I'm cool with that. I like
Of
shipment.
course you are.
I'm cool if we play
But-
Rust. I'm cool if we play Rust
but-
CTF or something, bro. I don't give a shit.
I'm
What's
throwing,
CTF?
I'm
What the
throwing
fuck?
something out there. We what about S&D 2v2?
All S&D, just straight S&D.
2v2 S&D.
You know how
Well, one
good
of the
me and
maps.
Julian are at S&D.
Do you know how good me and Cookie are at S&D?
I
Yeah, I
don't
know,
put me
man.
into this one because
I
I'm
don't- yeah.
asked at S&D.
I don't know,
I'm not
man.
on mouse and keyboard anymore. Don't forget.
Benny, how many times is it me alive last?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
mean
right,
yeah,
that
no, that's it.
good.
I mean, it's
No, no, no.
not
It
getting
just
shot
means-
is pretty easy, like.
It just means that I've got a bit more strats up here.
Okay,
So
buddy.
good.
Okay.
So good.
Okay, buddy.
Miss King of S&D. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Miss?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Yeah,
Miss
Miss King of S&D.
Alright, you guys
Wouldn't
don't
it be
leave.
Miss
You
Queen?
guys don't leave before the second set at least this time, alright? Jeez.
Oh, bro, I was just faded. I was just gonna be fucked. I literally couldn't be fucked. We weren't even coming at the whole time. We'll just be like, so what are you doing after this? And I'm gonna go to the pub. I'll see you later.
Do better, man.
You guys, bro, Juicy
Yeah.
was fucking coming for the first day in his fucking life.
He never comes in ranked like that.
He's fucking like, oh, rapesy.
Yeah.
This side, this side, oh, flanking. I'm like, what the fuck?
I bring out the best in him. I bring out the
You
best
can't
in him.
bring out
Yeah.
the fucking voice.
If he come like that in ranked, we would have easily hit diamond and above.
100.
I think I just bring the best out in Julian. You know what I mean? He knows what it is when he's playing with me.
Ranked games as well.
Yeah, I know, but like he's got other stuff to offset. You know, he'd be like, somebody else can do that. But when he's only him, he knows how I am, bro. He knows how I am. I'm diffy. As soon as I'm in a
Oh,
tournament.
by the way, just letting you know, my fantasy team of the season
I gotta
is
do that.
Ken,
Okay.
Diamondcon, Attach, and Scrap.
How do you do it? Is it just in fantasy code on the
Yeah.
And
ranking
you can,
point,
you
and
can
then
enter any of them, but I will tell you the one that I probably spent the most.
and then
time
what? You go
thinking about.
into BPX Prize Picks 2024 CDL season keeping fantasy league,
Yeah. Or
or the top one.
yeah,
the one
the top
with
one. That was the one I thought about the most. Okay, and I'll read mine off. All right, so mine's Kleenex, Real, Hook, and Draza.
Ooh,
And I believe throughout the year, right, especially in this one that lasts, if this one lasts all year, you can change your team out throughout the year,
Yeah. Okay.
like a real fantasy league.
Yeah.
How
Wait, did
much
you see the one for worst team wins?
Oh, I'd be
Worst team wins.
top of that one.
No, I
Alright,
didn't see that.
I think I got mine for
There you
now. Diamond Con, Gwyn, Pred, Kleenex.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Captain Kleenex.
I got one that's Pred, Hook, Kleenex, and pretty fuck. That's the flank.
Hmm.
You get more money with the flank.
Now this one's got to the highest.
I can't fucking see how
This one's
fucking.
the flank one's got
Oh.
0.
No, I meant
Wait,
like
no.
player money to spend, like money to spend on a place.
Oh, yeah, you got $30 budget. Yeah.
Where the fuck is our? What's it called? Our leaderboard. I don't know. See our leaderboard.
On
Go view leaderboards.
Where the fuck is leaderboards? All right. Anyway, that's something that I can work on. We're gonna love you guys and leave you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for watching the stream.
Go to the games tomorrow, guys. Hey, it's good to be back.
Sorry that we
Yes.
took a while to come back. We could have came back a couple weeks ago to talk about preseason, but we thought
It's
it would
better
be
when we knew it all.
a bit interesting when we
Look,
lead up to the COD.
I don't know, man. Like, I just want to talk about it when it's here. You know, I'm sorry. I don't have the. I don't know. I don't have the. I like talking about it in private, but how are we gonna spend 2 and a bit hours talking about CDL when there's like 2 things out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we could have done some roster videos, but what were we gonna do after that? And we got busy. Our lives got fucking busy.
Not
Yep.
just that, like we're not properly involved in the COD scene like a lot of the
Yeah.
people making the content.
We're just regular-
Like we don't have extra opinions from
Exactly.
inside sources or anything like that. We
And
just
we're
talk about
average
anything.
Call of Duty Redditors, bro. Okay, like no idea what's going on, but we're gonna pretend that we do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
Anyway.
out
Alright,
to
boys.
everybody,
I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Bye,
Peace.
everybody. Big love. Big love.